Okay. Where we last left off, you had woken up in the middle of the jungle with no idea who you are.
You want to do more setting intro?
Do you want to do more fitting intro?
No, but just so you know, the second installment.
What is up, everybody?
No, not that.
Oh, sorry.
Welcome to the Tomb of Annihilation! Part 2, though. What?
TWOmb of Annihilation.
Tomb of Annihilation!
So is it going to be a TWOmb of Annihilation?
Yes, and as soon as you just keep going up, no matter how far we go.
That's not good.
When we last left off, you guys... Yes, you guys had woken up in the middle of the jungle with no idea who you were. What if you thought you were a god, and then the rest of you wanted to go home? So then
I'd
Uranus...
like to add that those two events are unconnected.
Then you hear footsteps coming from the woodland, and this dude comes out who's definitely been that guy the entire time.
This guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It
Uranus.
looks the exact same as before.
And he informed you more of what you were already informed about, and yet still didn't care. That the world is possibly ending.
I don't think he said that.
Well, I mean, it's a demon lich. And before you could reach an accord, you were attacked by multiple bats. Many, many bats. And one of you hit yourself in the head, and the other one died.
Did not.
Almost. It would have sucked if you had died on the first day, and then you would just start to slowly wither away because of the soul milker that you didn't have, you weren't gonna,
True.
go fix. Oh, that would have been a great motivation, though. And that's where we actually just stopped, so. Then you make camp, and you heard weird things in the forest, and no one else heard a thing. Everyone else was doing great. You're all back up to healing. You've got your energies have been refilled. It's like you just drank 3 Red Bulls.
That's not healthy.
Yeah, but you're feeling great.
Fantasy
awesome.
Red Bull.
Fancy Red Bull. Red Gorgon.
Ooh.
Ew.
The red Minotaur.
Yeah.
The Gorgons are giant metal bulls.
No, they're not.
Apparently they are.
No, they're
I
not.
just
they're
looked them
not.
up. Apparently they are.
Minotaurs are half bull, half man.
Make a perception check.
What? Me right now?
Yes.
Oh.
What's
Never
my
mind.
wisdom? Oh, yeah, okay. 5. Wait, do I have... Wait, I rolled a 3. Do I have...
What?
Proficiency in perception?
I don't know. That's not on my sheet. Where are you?
This is your department. Not
I thought I put everything I needed on my sheet, and you done messed it up.
ours. Who done messed it up?
Emily.
Oh, sorry.
Volandrous over there.
Hey,
Mr. Phalange.
look what you're doing.
You have what?
That's cheating.
What are you doing?
It's filling this.
He's definitely cheating.
No, you don't.
Okay, then I rolled 5.
You don't see anything.
Do my other senses experience anything? Why is there...
Oh, cheater. What is it?
No one can know.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm gonna tell them all I heard stuff in the jungle last night.
Okay.
Oh, I also took something from her bag. What was it?
What? Oh, do you not put it back?
I don't remember. I don't remember what it was.
It was that stuff that was like that powder and it smelled weird, and the bugs don't like it.
Oh, right. Yeah, I think I put it back.
Yeah.
Bug repellent powder spray. Bag.
If only you. It was bat spray! Because you got it from bats!
Bug repellent bat spray.
Oh boy. We're starting out already.
Alright, so. Floor is yours.
The jungle floor?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I heard something last night.
What did you hear? You don't remember.
Oh right, sounded like something big and ugly walking through the forest.
It sounded very
It
ugly.
sounded ugly.
Sorry, I can't talk from the DM.
Beautiful things aren't that big. Or things that big aren't beautiful?
That is very
Weightist.
discriminatory.
Weightist.
I was thinking giant and giant.
Giants can be beautiful.
Have you seen a
You
pretty
blue
giant?
jerk.
Constance. From Monster House.
Constance is special.
Corey cries in the corner.
Wow, this is.
Look at what you did.
Well, I
Wait,
heard
did you
something.
just start crying, or were you crying the whole time?
No, he just started crying.
Okay.
I heard something giant walking through the forest, and
Okay.
it was scary sounding.
Alrighty.
And
So
ugly,
watch
by
out for
ugly,
that.
I meant I don't want to fight it.
Aranos, do you want to lead the way?
Well,
Further?
are you all actually going to go through with this, or are you going to turn back?
Well, what choice do we have now?
Well, we could still turn back, but I don't think we should. I don't think it's a good idea.
Where are we going to go? We're
Hey,
on an
by
island.
the way, I heard something in the forest that was big. Does anybody got any ideas or anybody else hear it?
Well, there are countless numbers of large things inside this bungalow.
Does it go thump, thump, thump?
I don't know.
Well-
How many legs did you hear?
Wrong side.
Other side, other side!
At least 2, because it was.
Could be anything from a specifically large zombie to just a Tyrannosaurus. You're not being very specific.
What's a Tyrannosaurus?
Very large lizard.
It's a lizard.
Okay, you know what a lizard is. You're not stupid.
He said I forgot everything. Maybe I don't if I live in the water.
Oh, right! Make a...
Roll. How about if I just roll a die and I'll tell you what it is?
I forgot to mention you had, like, the most disturbing dreams you've ever had. They were horrifying.
Okay, I rolled an 11.
Okay. Do you know what your constitution is?
No. I'm gonna assume it's not super
sure do.
good.
Freaking Dungeon Master's Guide. That's the monster manual. I have so many books!
That's right.
I have 5 books!
You need a library.
Oh boy. Let's hear it for reference tabs.
Because I forgot that was a thing. Where do I find it?
You tell me.
Are you retconning in nightmares?
No. Because they happened. Ooh, that looks cool. Sorry.
I think that's what
It's just
retconning is.
morning, so now I would just be remembering nightmares,
Yes,
so it's
exactly.
all good.
Exactly. Exactly. Jeez, D100. We should get a D100 just for fun.
I don't think I would roll very well. You're really big.
It rolls for a very long time. It's like rolling a golf ball.
Oh man.
Yes.
Oh man, you're right.
You continue to try and like speak and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but you feel really dizzy all of a sudden,
Uh-oh.
and you almost faint. And as you try to speak, you cannot form any words.
What is
You cannot. You are just making noises. It's just like no one can understand you. You can barely understand you, and you know what you're saying.
I walk up and
I forget
like
your name.
Nah.
me too. Grab her shoulders and like shake her a bit. Like, what are you saying?
Wow.
Oh no, it doesn't work. She's still making weird noises. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious.
I speak whale.
No, not that.
No.
Yeah.
I don't really have
Yeah, you don't know what's going on. You can think clearly, you just can't say anything. Right?
Alright.
Yeah.
Collectic.
Can I concentrate and try and use my divine magic to comprehend what she's saying?
Let's see. I'm gonna see if you
Shiny.
can or if you can try. You can try.
Banana.
Alright, yeah, go for
Pizza.
What do I do?
Latte. Oh wait.
What do you do?
I'm going to try and use this magical power that is somehow granted to me and concentrate on her words and try and twist them into something I understand.
Make a religion check.
Alright.
Technica.
That's an intelligence. And I
Surprisingly,
believe I
I
have
can't
plus-
remember if you're proficient or not.
Yeah, I believe I have +1 for my
I
intelligence.
feel like you should be proficient in it.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Are you not?
Teflon.
What?
Am I proficient in
Coleco.
religion?
No,
Alright. So I think my intelligence bonus is +1.
it's not.
How is it not?
Ah, that's good enough. You hear whisperings in your mind, as you do. They seem very familiar to you. You once again feel a slight sense of peace. You...
My God is the God of peace. Got it.
There you go. You move your hands in your instinctive pattern, you say the words that come to mind with that specific motion of hand, and as you do that, around you, what do you sense? Where are you anyway? What do you sense? I hope you don't sense that. You sense?
That's where we are. I
Cognac.
saw it. I know where we are. Okay, go on. Okay.
You don't sense much around the place, but through inferring and magic, you can sense that your friend here is not 100% healthy because of this jungle.
Okay.
Something that this jungle has done has created them to become issue.
Right. Okay.
You know?
You're making as much sense as she is.
Well, so is your god.
So, are you gonna?
Kinda.
What are you gonna tell us?
It's something environmental as far as I can tell.
That's worrisome.
Isn't it though?
Maybe she needs fresh water.
Madonna.
We don't have any
She,
of that.
he.
Oh.
Never did check.
Okay.
Sorry, just the chart that I went in the player's handbook for is right here.
Ah, good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold up a stick.
What are you doing?
Stick.
Yeah.
Stick.
Banana.
She's lost her mind.
Is she speaking random words or is she trying to say the same word?
I don't know what you said. Are you? What's your plan here? Speak to me.
I
Well, you
take-
know what you're saying.
I
You
take
just can't
like
form the words.
some sort of water receptacle and fill it up with water and splash it.
Which water? Just the river water? Because it's water that's being splashed immediately in your face, you jump back a little bit, but also you like water, so kind of 50-50. What are you people doing?
What
We're
are
trying
we
to-
doing? Ah! Sorry.
Are you hearing her?
I don't know how.
It's one of the diseases that happens here.
Well, you could have told us that before we started doing all these stupid things.
Well, I didn't think. I
What's
thought
going on?
it's something called the mad monkey fever. It's
Okay.
rather common around here. It's easy to see in the daytime. It's you see this like this weird bluish mist, and it just envelops you, and it can have multiple different effects.
What, this fever is caused by a mist? Like it's not just a...
It travels around in the mist. Not every mist is infected, but
Oh, great.
Okay, so avoid the mist.
pretty much yes. And unfiltered water, obviously.
Oh,
And
okay.
of course, there are some insects that carry some diseases.
Okay, how do we get rid of it?
I'll see if I can heal her magically.
One of the best ways is just to wait.
Does
But
it
who
get
knows how
better?
long
Then yeah.
It will go away after a couple days.
I can't take that noise for a couple of days.
Cody, yeah.
Well, unless anyone has some cure curse or something.
I'll try it.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can
Uh-oh.
either
Just
cure a
like-
disease or remove a curse. I don't know if any of that will work.
Make another religion check.
Okay.
Start
So
key.
religion should be wisdom, but anyway. 14 again.
What do you think? You pray for that specific exact thing.
Yes.
You hear nothing in your head. There are no words.
Okay, apparently I can't do that.
No.
Oh no!
Okay, I do have a question. Do I understand them?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No one can understand you.
Oh, so you understood it when I told you to stop talking.
That's why I stuck my tongue out.
Oh, I don't even remember what the ruling is. Well, we need to stand out here and just wait until it passes, or we can actually go forth.
Let's go forth.
I mean,
But
if she can understand what's going on, then we can.
Oh
walk
yes,
with
of
her.
course. Her mind is not addled. It's just
Alright.
her mouth.
That's a weird disease.
I know. Why do you think we call it the mad monkey disease? Fever.
Potato.
Okay, let's keep going then.
Okay.
And avoid the mist.
So where are you guys going? Which direction?
I think we should make for one of those villages on the map.
The villages or the mines? The mines are closer.
mines?
The mine sounded safer, right?
They're possibly uninhabited.
But we have to go into, like, deeper into the jungle.
Oh, these are mines here. Okay.
But we're going further away if we go to the mine.
Yes.
I don't know if unfiltered water can cause diseases.
It can.
I think maybe we should get some better water.
From the mines?
That's why I'm thinking village first, but I don't know how far it is.
Did you mean Camp Righteous right there?
Yes.
Is that a village?
Approximately.
Or whatever it is.
No one knows for sure what many of the things here are. We've been able to establish a few settlements, but that's just, there's some people who live in a camp there. As far as I know, I don't really know for sure.
Well, maybe they know something about
They may,
survival.
but that's almost a 4-day trek. This map is very, very small. Okay. So,
Well, all we can
You
come up
start walking. You start walking. You start walking. I gotta look up how you start walking. So you were walking through this dense jungle. There's bugs everywhere. They seem to avoid trends for some reason. You have slap away the odd mosquito. Every so often you see a big one kind of and just kind of ignores you.
Oh dang.
with. That wasn't a mosquito.
That was a big one.
I think that was a smell bringer.
The forest, you two, you can like feel a sort of energy around you entirely. It's just enveloping you with this weird force.
Can I like handle it at all, or do I? Feel
No, you
it?
just feel it.
Okay, cool.
It seems as like you have this level of energy, and then the jungle's like over here. It's like you're running parallel, but you can't like.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So is it something that we would find hindering us?
No, it's just cool. Okay, well, Uranus is leading you. He seems to know his way around this area. He's pretty comfortable with this section. He sends you through. You guys get stuck a couple times in some brambles. Your feathers get stuck every so often. You've lost a couple along the way. You grow back. Magic. Yeah, kind of. Nothing too interesting happens.
Well, as we go, before we reach our destination, I would like to practice flying so that I can be a little more comfortable
It
with
is
it.
really dense, but every so often there's a bit of a clearing. You can try to like hop up and down. People are like, "What are you doing?"
Well, when we get to a clearing where I can see the sky, I would like to fly up and kind of take a, I'm not going to say it, a long-range look at the
You can
area.
say.
Pumpkin.
Bird's eye view.
Roll investigation, I guess. No, perception.
Sure.
That's a dungeon master's guide.
So perception is wisdom, which I believe I get +3 on. So that's a 6 + 3 is 9, and hopefully I'm proficient.
Your wisdom is correct. Perception?
Yeah.
You're not.
Oh, crap. Alright, so my total is 9.
Looking through my bag. Is there
You
anything in my
see
bag?
like a lot of jungle.
Okay. So no signs of civilization.
A little bit further down, you've moved about, I'd say, 6 miles at this point. You were walking for quite a bit. Like, to put it in perspective, a party can walk about 10 miles in a day.
And
It
which
takes
way
a
are we
while.
going?
You're going this direction.
Okay. So are we very close to this river?
Not anymore. You were a bit ago.
Why
You've
not?
kind of gone
The
away.
river's right there. We're going to Camp
Yeah, but
Bridges.
Ryan is bringing you to the closest settlement he knows of.
Alright.
So we're not going to Camp Bridges?
Who knows if that's? We don't even know if that's a settlement.
I thought he knew.
It's on the map.
That's true. Well, so far you haven't found anything,
I
but
think she's trying to say, well, do you know or don't you know?
I know.
Not
Well,
you.
is the map right or not?
Yes, the map is
Yeah.
right.
So we're going to Camp Bridges.
Is that where, what's his name is taking us?
Yes.
Why can't I get this?
Uranus.
Uranus?
Or is it Aeronauts?
I'm gonna call him Uranus.
Okay.
So yeah, you have gotten closer to the creek then. I forgot. I'm sorry.
Aranya?
I was expecting you to stick to the white part. Suspend your disbelief for a second here. This is my first time DMing. I didn't look at the map that closely. As the sun is going down, nothing's happened. You've just you've seen some other bugs. Every so often you see this small see this? It's kind of skitter across the path.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't know what it is. It's like a weird, really fuzzy teddy bear. It's kind of goes and then it's gone. And then the sun starts going down, and Uranus says we should probably camp here for a bit. We don't want to travel at night too much.
Alright.
Is there a safe place to make camp?
There should be a clearing nearby.
Should we
Okay.
try and get closer to the river? Or are we too far away?
How far?
You're
how close are we to the river?
you're closer than you were. You're pretty
Okay.
close.
How far did we go?
10 miles. I told you.
Where's that on the map?
A hex is 10 miles.
Oh, great.
Seriously? We can move 1 hex per day?
Yes, that's why I'm going to be doing speed moving later. So you won't have to do this daily.
So we have no fresh water, no source of fresh water, and no food. Am I correct in
How would we
this?
survive a whole day? We have some rations,
You have some rations,
Oh.
and Uranus has some water, and you have your rain catcher, and you have your water
but
distiller.
there was no rain.
No,
Not yet.
not yet.
The jungle, there will be rain.
Oh yeah.
But you have water distillers, and it's extremely hot. So you find a nice bank near the river. The river's right there. You could walk to it. It's lovely. There's some trees about You're camped at the trees. The river is about 10 feet forward.
Okay.
You're pretty close to it. There's some nice secluded areas you can hide from the world from, just to make sure that nobody sees you while you're slept.
Do you think we can... I'm pretty sure you're capable of getting some water yourself if you want to. But should we filter it?
I highly suggest you do.
Yeah. Like, do we know how to use our thing here?
Well, Aranis has the water filter, so he's going to go up there and like scoop it up and just leave it in the sunniest spot possible.
Okay.
He's gonna fill it up to the
It's
brim.
sunset.
Yeah, I know. But once the sun comes back up, it's also really humid here, so it's really hot.
Okay. And we all have water skins, right? So we can fill
Yes,
all of them
yeah.
up. Okay.
Yes. Sploosh yourself.
It is a bit of a risk to just drink this straight up, but there's no
It's because
definite.
water looks like this.
There's no definite that you'll get any more sick. It's just a high risk.
Better to be safe, and we have a water filter, so why not use it?
And I could always go make some more. It's not very difficult.
Make some more filters.
Yeah, I could look around, find some wood, some moss, some stone.
Oh, why don't
let's-
you do that?
Let's learn how that works.
Yeah. All
Just
right.
in case.
I guess he'll roll a teaching check.
Inspiration. or
Who's
something?
taking? Who's going? Who's gonna go help him?
I will. My
I'll
survival
help you.
skill should be pretty good.
I have proficiency in survival. So.
Oh, nice.
Snap out. Yeah, both of you make survival checks with advantage.
Makes sense. Unless I'm proficient, my total is 17.
I don't even know what you guys are proficient
16.
in. I know what you're proficient in, because you're proficient in survival, and that's it.
That's it.
No, that's all I know.
I don't know how many proficiencies we get.
Yeah.
So what are you two doing while they're doing that?
This is just I'm gonna search around where we are and under trees.
And under.
Under leaves and on the bushes, see if there's any edibles
There's
or
no immunity
anything.
idols here. You know?
Roll an intelligence. Because you guys are going to be a while.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll do the other.
What's your roll?
8.
24.
That would have been so much more exciting. 8?
Can't I roll it every hour? Or
You
every
can
hour?
try it.
Maybe it's something really obvious. Wow. Nice.
What's investigation?
Intelligence.
Thank you. You look around, you find some nice rocks. There's lots of sand. There's a river over there.
I'm gonna look in the river.
There's water.
Find some fish.
Don't eat the fish.
I'm gonna see if there are fish. And see if
Alright.
we can eat it.
Alright.
You're not here.
See if you can talk to them. Maybe you could be the lamest superhero
Blah,
ever.
blah, 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 blah.
No, you don't see anything. There's no living creatures.
Am I proficient in survival?
Are you? What are you doing?
I'm gonna make a fire.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
smart.
Roll a survival check.
Okay. That one. Uh-oh. Please use this.
You take out your flint and steel that you definitely have.
It's a survival pack.
Yeah, I know. You gather up some kindling. You get a small you make a circle of rocks. You put them in a teepee. You know, nothing
And
happens.
you chop off your own thumbs.
There's no sparks. There's no sparks. Like there should be sparks. There's no sparks. As you keep doing that, your flint just snaps.
Aww.
You just get more and more magic cracks in your hand. You can no longer make fire.
Throw it
Where?
into the woods.
Okay. You can throw it in her.
Kind of like an Adrian
You
Pimento tantrum.
throw it, it hits a tree, nothing happens.
Oh, good.
As they're
Thank
doing,
goodness.
Am I proficient in survival?
No.
No? Okay.
Everybody
Thank you.
I just said that.
Thank you.
You guys are doing these things. Arenas is a great teacher. He can tell you exactly what to do, what to find, what can be used in different situations. You guys now have the ability to make a water filter.
All right.
And you both come back with one. All three of you come back with a brand new water filter that works almost as good as the one that he actually bought.
Sweet.
I'm
Awesome.
gonna check the trees.
Did you not just do that?
No, I checked the
You
ground
know what?
under the trees. Now I'm checking on top of the trees.
Alright.
Or in the trees.
Oh, I should do something without you. You go over there. Yeah, let's make a survival check. That sounds fun, doesn't it?
Sure.
Oh, let's have a survival check.
Wah, wah.
What'd you roll?
Picked one of the dice.
She rolled a 5.
Also, if you could give me
Not much
a
better.
Constitution throw.
That makes sense.
12.
Oh, sorry, make a Wisdom saving throw. What'd you get?
I like the first number better. Oh, no, you said, Con, I rolled 12 and you told me to roll a check.
What did you roll with Wisdom?
No.
Well,
No.
is she doing a con check? Or
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Okay, so
Then it's
you
12.
should be able to use her first throw. Because that was her check throw.
Okay, you get a -1 to that. So
Wait,
you
you-
rolled a 12?
Yeah.
You get a
You smell a weird thing in the air. Just for a second, you kind of fell out of it for a second while you were looking around. You just kind of you almost
burnt
fall
toast.
over for a second, and like your
It's like your
vision
brain
goes
fried.
blurry for a second, and you take a couple of steps into the forest, and then you're like, "What am I doing?" And you just shake it off, and you just back up a little bit, and you see these vines go back into the forest.
Oh.
Okay.
Penguin! Penguin, penguin, penguin!
What's that? Timmy fell
Penguin!
down the well?
Have you guys
Speak, Lassie,
have you guys-
speak.
Have you guys made it back yet? I'm assuming you guys have made it back now. Do you say anything to anybody
Penguin!
about this?
Apparently we're
Write
under
it
attack by
down.
penguins.
This is so much fun.
Stick.
Yeah, you
Right.
can, you can write things down. Probably.
Give her
What's
the
your-
stick
what's
to
your
put to
intel?
sink.
This is your intelligence.
Oh, God.
No, yeah, you can write
Case.
that down. I really wanted to use that.
You have
Oh.
dirt. And a stick.
You also have water that you can
Stick!
shake.
Stick.
Into words.
Try. You have many ways of conveying this information to people.
Stick.
I'm going to point to vines in the tree.
Sticks. Oh,
Make a
snakes.
performance check. No, make a performance check.
I'll tell the story through interpretive
watch
voice.
you roll. Oh my gosh, they have no clue what you're saying.
Write it with the stick.
You are just waving your hands around. You make no sense. Because
Okay.
as you're trying to tell the story, another part of the story comes into your mind. You start making that story with your hands, and then it just confuses them even more.
Okay, take the freaking stick.
First word sounds like grass. Okay.
You're fine when she's writing.
Is she ready?
Can she write?
Oh yeah, she knows words.
But is she capable of communicating through writing?
Yeah. She
She'll
just can't say
spoken.
things.
Oh, well.
Well, I didn't know if I could write.
You
Cool.
didn't try.
Nope.
Was that a letter K?
I would like to point out that one of you has a quill.
We don't have any paper.
Or do we?
You've got a quill.
I do?
I'm going to go and
Well, she already
Find
started
some-
writing in the
Oh, yes,
dirt.
I
bark or something.
I have
Alright,
a
what'd
quill
you
and
write?
ink.
But what about paper?
Vines moving on their own.
That's a lot. You just wrote just now.
Vines moving on their own.
Okay.
Yes.
Setting it up.
Where? In the jungle?
There are quite a few carnivorous plants right here. And they aren't a
Great.
general Venus flytrap poisonous carnivorous plants. They will eat us.
Any other important bits of information you'd like to share?
Well, the plants typically leave us alone as long as we're moving. And
But we're
they're
not
fine,
moving right
but
now. We're making camp.
I know, but we have fire, right?
Do we?
No.
You know what?
Fire?
I tried.
Corey, you should make a fire. I'll be over here looking at my book.
I don't have any flint and steel anymore.
I was just going to say broke flint.
If I open up my book with the golden waterfall on it, are there blank pages that Trench could write in?
Yes.
Okay.
But
What
there's the first maybe 10, 12 pages are filled with magics and teachings,
Oh,
but the rest of them are blank.
do I understand them? Just kind of.
Yeah, they're in common.
Oh
common.
dang, you should read them all.
You didn't open your book.
No, I didn't. I haven't had time.
Bats.
Bats.
Yeah. Bats and then lots of walking.
Bats and lots of walking.
I'm gonna shoot like a fire spell into the fire pit that Glory made.
Oh, you're gonna shoot a fire spell.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Do tell me how you plan to do that.
I'll be over here.
Wait. No,
What?
that was a lightning bolt.
That was a
wasn't it?
lightning bolt.
Do I have anything that was...
Actually, no. You don't have any other materials in your component.
You
I'm holding up my swing.
said I did.
Oh, you got your rocks and you've got your lightning stick. That's it.
Trench has a flint.
Do I have one?
What kind of flint do you have?
Explorers.
Yeah, you got one.
Okay,
Trench, the water person, is making fire.
that's fine.
I was really hoping you'd just throw a spell at the fire.
Please
That'd be
don't.
so funny. For to no one but me. Do you have fire? Did you make fire? Roll a survival check.
Oh dang, that's a
You've
real good
done-
fire.
You've done lit those sticks. You hunker down and you like get into position and you go, and then there's just fire everywhere. A bit of the river, in fact, burns away as you do this. The water distillers fill. Arachnus goes down and fills the rest of the water filters. You've got 4 bacon. You got 4 bacons. You have 4 waters baking.
And then that fire should hopefully keep away the plants.
Yeah, it should. It should as well keep away most beasts and
True, yeah.
cannibals.
If
Anyway,
there's anything out there that's intelligent, they'll really know we're here, but that's okay. We can.
there's lots of smoke going to
Look
the
out
sky,
for
and all
ourselves.
isn't important enough to notice. As long as there's no one passing by, what's that? As long as there's no one passing by us in the night, then we should be fine. But we should still keep watching.
Well, of
Definitely.
course.
All right.
While we're all sitting around the fire, you're gonna look in your book and I'm
Yes,
gonna
I
look.
am. Yes. Yes, let's read through our books.
Do I have a book?
I have a book with a golden waterfall. I have a leather folder with water.
What?
That's what I wrote. Leather folder with water.
Oh, it's the leather pack. You open it and it's got jars of water in it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's got a chain with the golden waterfall on it.
Right.
Why did you put leather thing with water?
You didn't. Do I have a
That's
book?
going to sound like a water skin.
Yeah.
Do I have
It's
a
also
book?
got your one second. It's also got your chain, golden chain with the waterfall on it.
Right.
Do I have a book?
What's your subclass? I don't even know, man. I know one of your subclasses by heart. I don't even know what that is.
You hear that? You have a subclass.
Everyone has a subclass. No, you don't. You have no books.
That's interesting.
I told you what
What's
you
a
got.
dad's book?
You looked in your bag. You got a mouse. Isn't that enough? Do you read and open and read your book?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, there we go.
Unless it's innate magic.
Most of it is in common, but there is the odd word that is strange. It's kind of like scratches and.
Does he not
It's-
remember the language that he knows?
Oh, he knows. He
Okay.
knows it. You can
Oh, you
read
can
it. It's
okay.
just weird looking.
Oh.
Do you open the first page?
So I can read it, but I'm not sure what language it is, right?
Not exactly.
Oh, okay.
You know it's definitely familiar to you. Where
Okay.
the heck?
Neat.
I don't even know who I used. No, I know who I used. I just have to find her. Aha! I found her. On the first page, right on the inside, you can see your name
Okay.
underlined, and with a handwriting that looks like it's really neat and cursive.
Okay.
Has the name Eldath. Right next to it is that symbol of the waterfall going into that pool.
Okay.
You read the name and you feel at home with that name. That name has much meaning with you in your past.
Neat.
That's all the information I have.
Is that my handwriting?
That one you don't know because you haven't written yet.
True. I'll try writing something.
No, it's not your handwriting.
Interesting. What about my name? Is that in my handwriting?
Yes.
And is it in common or is it in this other language?
Your name it's in common.
Okay. If found, please return to.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
the rest of that page is filled with like this really boring like this person will henceforth blah 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 all that, you know? Like
Okay.
it looks like an initiation page
Okay.
almost to like a school or something.
Okay. So this is like something that I earned?
Yeah, it's
Essentially?
like your
Okay.
official, your own book.
Okay.
You can vaguely remember this being handed to you and feeling a sense of pride, but that's all you can recall.
Okay.
Yeah, Iran.
Yes?
I want to show him some of that stuff I found in the bats.
You don't want to show any of us it.
He takes it. It's like, what is this? Oh, this is what she stole from the bats. It's,
Oh, now she shows us.
it's just insect repellent.
Oh!
That's actually very useful.
That's why the mosquitoes left you alone all day.
I was wondering about that. I thought you just didn't smell very good.
So,
Sorry.
why did the bats have this? Was it in a pouch or something? Or
Are you asking me or Rhinus?
well, actually, I'm gonna ask Trench. Like, was a bat carrying this or something? That's weird.
This is a strange jungle. I don't understand how things go along here. There's magic in everything.
Tomorrow, yeah, I think that would be good. Or maybe even tonight, so that we can sleep.
There shouldn't be too many problems.
Sprinkle them in everybody's
Yeah.
like glitter.
Bugs would be the least of our worries, but they are very annoying.
Well, this is the jungle. Probably not so great.
What's
All right.
What's in my book?
You open it?
Yeah.
Did you read all of your book?
I'll keep looking. I want to know what the significance is of the alternate language.
I want to talk to him and not you. You're
Um,
reading your book.
Most of the rest of the book is written in that scratchy language that you know you can read, and it looks like it's in your handwriting.
Okay. I'll show some of that page to the others and see if anybody else recognizes this language.
I'll just look through.
Okay.
You hand it to Corey. Corey has no clue what that says.
Okay.
Absolutely no idea.
All right. But you can't read common, right?
I don't.
No?
Yes. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can read
Okay,
common.
good.
Sorry, I just saw 3 languages.
Yes,
in
it says
there.
petunia, doesn't it?
Albuquerque.
You look at it, and again, you don't see anything. Some of the scratches might look familiar, something else that you know, but you can't form any words.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And then you look at it.
I'm pointing at the
Yeah,
fire.
you got nothing either.
And one. No, I'm threatening you.
Golf clap. Oh. Oh, I thought
You saw how fast I did that? Burn you too, is what I'm trying to say.
You got nothing either. None of you have any idea what it says. Some of them look slightly familiar to what you know. That's it. Just because you happen to know more languages.
Excellent. Okay.
Kenny.
Okay.
It's still not perfectly familiar to you, so you just kind of like you gotta study it for a little bit to understand what it's actually saying.
Okay.
But you can make out words like that's not you.
Banana.
You can make out words like light, peace,
Petunia.
dying.
All right.
I don't know, cure. One of them says ceremony, which is like the most complicated word you know.
I'm definitely going to keep studying that because those sound like spells.
Neat, huh?
Yeah.
So you're reading your book. You open it. Every other word is a different language.
Huh.
Do I know what they are?
Yes, it's just hard for you.
It's like it's in code or something. That's cool.
You get the sense that you didn't want people to know what this was.
Cool.
But
Oh, it's so dark and mysterious.
very few words are in common, but there are some.
Okay.
There's some in a swooshy language that it looks like cursive because all of the letters are connected,
Oh,
but it's very hard to
but
recognize.
I don't know like the name of the language.
No.
Okay.
And then there's one that looks kind of runic, and those are the 3 major ones you see.
Okay.
Every so often there's another one that you know, like, that's just like one word that you see is repeated as that one, because you can see that it's the same markings. You just
I can read those?
not yet. You're like, there's something that I know this word, but you can't remember it
I'm
correctly.
gonna keep studying it.
Yes. I mean, the words in common are pretty obvious. I don't like, the, or medium, I don't like shoot. Things like that. Just those very boring words that won't help anyone at all. And the ones in the Swooshi language seem the most, like,
Are you sitting
in
the
your past.
Okay.
But again, it'll take you a second to get them back.
That may be how you got sick in the first place.
What you doing?
I'm oming
Oh, okay, cool.
in the river. I'm
In the river.
meditating.
Well, whatever. If she dies, she dies.
You feel good. Feel alright. It's water. Water feels nice.
Water feels good because it's been dry all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So,
Okay.
Whatever.
trying to figure out if I have a god or something.
Not to take up the whole evening, but what is my Bible? What does that say, and who is it dedicated to?
Inside it's got that, you know,
Beginning of
that printed like the in the text kind of thing, like this is the holy. What's the word?
Home.
No,
Text.
possession.
Ah.
This is the holy possession of, and then there's just a line and it has your name on there. It's got one of those.
Right.
Inside it, it's written in common for
This
some strange
Garfield
reason.
book belongs to Stamp. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. All right.
It's written in common. You kind of skim through it. You can see. There's a bird. Sorry, I got distracted. You can see the name of your god every so often.
Right here.
There's.
So,
there's
what is the name
passages-
of my god? Is it this Eldath?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eldath seems to be a recurring theme.
Okay.
There are stories of her teachings. There's things she's done in the past.
Okay.
The plans for the future. Things that she gives her followers once they give their lives to her.
Is there a theme to her teachings?
Peace.
Can I kind of, extrapolate what she's the goddess of, or what her spheres of influence might be?
Well, as you're holding it, you obviously do feel more relaxed.
Yeah.
You. This is something that you did every day. You
Oh,
can
okay.
tell this is a daily thing for you. Is
Yep.
reading this stupid book.
Makes sense. All right, then.
You kind of feel something in the sky just smiling down. And you're like, oh, jeez, he's so stupid. It's taken so long.
I'm not going to rush it then. I will spend daily meditation time with my Bible and try and learn about my goddess and make sure I know what I'm talking about.
Dude, you feel a healthy glow about you.
All right.
When you think about that.
Yep.
Someone up there likes you doing that.
All right. Since I'm a cleric.
Applause from the heavens.
Yes.
All right, who's taking first watch?
I will. I'm getting into my book here. So.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, as the sun's going down, you just kind of watch it go down. It's kind of pretty. You can see it just there's a little bit of clearing in the sky. It's like this nice crack in the foliage.
Yeah.
Kind of watching the sun go down, slowly turning into a deeper shade of blue.
Oh.
Stars starting to poke out. It's real nice and pretty. And then like boom, your shift's up. And, who do you wake?
Did anyone volunteer for second shift?
I don't think we planned
Oh, you
that.
can wake me up.
Wake somebody up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go for Valandris.
Okay. So, you like the nighttime.
I
It
do.
gives you a good place to like hide in the shadows, put
I
up
like
your
the
hood,
nighttime.
and just
I like to
like
boogie.
the nighttime. You gaze through the sky. You gaze through the sky. The sky's pretty. The sky's really pretty.
Okay.
That's an awful lot of dice rolls.
No, it's not.
How many random
You
experience
can
checks are there?
you look up at the sky. You try to determine what some of the constellations might be. You take note of the stars and
There's some stars
what
up there.
what.
I said there's some stars up there.
Yeah, but you take note of where they are, so you might be able to look around with them later.
Gotcha.
Maybe you recognize constellations.
Is that it?
Nope.
Okay.
Are you still in the river?
We told her not to, but at this point,
Kind of sleeping
whatever.
on it with
By this
my-
point, she's been washed downstream a couple of
No, you
kilometers.
can hear like the nice trickle of the river.
Okay.
It's deeper than it's like it's a big river.
Yeah.
It's pretty wide. It's a wide river.
I'm just on the edge.
There's a song
of
in
it.
there somewhere.
I'm
What?
just on the edge of it.
Okay.
Kind of like keeping my toes or something in it, just to keep me hydrated.
Something.
Damp and
Damp and squishy.
you're damp.
No, I'm airborne and magnificent.
You kind of hear a strange chittering that happens to be coming from further downstream.
Does it sound like a squirrel?
No,
Okay.
it sounds a lot bigger than a squirrel. Also coming by lights out.
So it's just a big squirrel.
No, it sounds a lot heavier than a squirrel.
Nope, squirrel.
You can hear you heard something like enter into the river, and then it starts going down like You're getting closer and closer. You want to do anything before it arrives?
I do a cool stealthy crouch and like swoosh my long jacket behind me because it
Cool
looks really
stealthy
cool.
crouch.
Yeah,
No
and
way.
they do a duck walk over to the edge of the river.
I'm so cool.
Please demonstrate.
And I look to see if I can actually see anything coming.
Roll a perception check. What'd you get?
10, unless I can add proficiency.
They can add your wisdom if
Yeah.
you have a bonus.
I did.
Oh.
It's still 10.
I understand.
You know what? I'll do that when you're not in an encounter. You don't see anything.
Do
You
I
can
have
still
proficiency
hear
or
it.
not?
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
You can.
So good.
In other words, it's
You
obvious.
can still hear something. And there was like a sheen that was about, I don't know, like 4 or 5 feet off the ground for a second. Like you could see a sheen through the moonlight that was coming through the trees for a second. And
Okay.
it does get closer.
If I can hear it coming,
What?
I'm gonna prod Trench awake.
Okay. That's probably good.
Sploosh, sploosh, sploosh. Where are you?
Bang! With my toes
How are
in.
you doing that? Like you're trying to be stealthy, or you're trying to pull him out of the river?
Cover his mouth and shake his shoulders.
What you trying to do?
I literally covered your mouth!
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Make an intelligence check. You know, to see if
When he
you're.
opens his eyes, I'm like, shh.
10. I don't know what classes I get.
You shush. You shush.
Yeah.
You wake up
I see
with
his
a.
eyes open, like, shh.
You wake up with a mouth over your hand, and you kind of freak out for a second. You kind of go like, and then she goes shh, and you kind of shush in your.
I hear something coming out of the water. Out!
I'm gonna see if I can sense something in the
Get
water.
out!
Well, it's definitely getting louder. It's coming.
But I
You can
can't
hear
feel
it.
Fine, I'll
anything
leave you
in the
there.
water.
Does
Not
she have
yet,
like
no.
water sense?
No.
That's what I'm
Just-
asking.
No.
So I'm
Get
telling you
out
to
of the
get out!
That would be really handy.
You guys getting out of the water?
Yes.
Okay, so you get out of the water. How far away from the water do you go? Like, what's your plan?
Are the trees nearby? Would it get to
About
cover?
10 feet from where the river was. Everyone else is camping at right at the edge of the trees.
So there's shadows we can hide in?
Oh, there's loads.
Okay, I'll have
It's
to
nighttime.
shadows.
Okay, cool. Both of you roll stealth checks.
Ooh!
What'd you get?
A natch.
He's invisible.
What'd you get?
13.
Okay.
You and your skills.
Unless I'm proficient in stealth.
Again, it doesn't matter. It's all right.
Dancing, you can't even see.
But I'd like to
Wait.
know.
I'll look when I can put this page down. And only you guys will see this bit. The skittering gets a lot louder and a lot closer, and as it, like, you were kind of basking in the moonlight. There was this nice crack in the foliage that you were looking through that just putting some nice moonlightness down on the river. No, in the river, you're not in it anymore. And very quickly, you see a flash of maroon things kind of walk through the moonlight. You see a flash of that just walk straight through.
I want to
That's
be
what
other
you see?
thing.
Yeah. No, you can't have that.
That's what I wanted
But you see that just run through the moonlight, just looking around with its eyes.
to. Does it pass by and not do anything?
It doesn't see anyone. It
Okay.
doesn't see anything. It just it sees the smoking fire and it just quickens its pace and floats off.
Okay, good. It's scared of us.
I haven't discovered any of my proficiencies yet.
I'm gonna write them down.
Don't worry,
And the rest of the night passes without an
I
incident.
mean, being invisible.
Alrighty.
Okay. So what did it look like?
Who does? Are you awake?
In the morning I am.
Well,
Morning?
wait, it's not morning yet.
I assume they're gonna tell us.
But is it morning?
You said the rest of the night passes without incident.
Well, I meant the rest of your watch. I didn't know if you were gonna keep doing
Oh.
watches. Unless you want to save the rest of the night after
Should
watching
we
that
wake
thing.
them up?
No, it doesn't seem to be.
Yeah, you don't
bad.
hear anything else once it leaves your vision and sight and
But I would
hearing.
suggest staying out of the water.
Here's a weird question though. Do any of us feel the need to have less sleep than others?
That's a good question. No.
Because, if we had like that elvish meditation thing
Yeah,
where we only
yeah.
have to sleep 2 hours a night, that would
Well, I can't say that
nice.
none of you are elves,
be nice. That is true.
but no, you kind of need sleep.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
feeling
I'm
pretty
trying.
beat from walking all day.
Yeah, okay. In that jungle heat.
Okay, well, since you're awake, I'll get you on next watch. I go back to bed.
Okay. Because of that nasty roll, you anything that might have appeared doesn't see anybody.
You even hit the fire.
Master-
Nothing appeared anyway.
That's
I
how
have
amazing you are.
Mastered the ability to move so slowly you cannot see.
Well, your watch doesn't do anything. You can see the moon slowly moving across the sky. The moonlight shifts in the night across the river. It looks really cool. If it was a time lapse, it would look really cool.
Nice.
You sprinkle your bug stuff everywhere. Nothing happens.
And it go wake up
Glory.
Corey.
Okay, so Ryan's just gonna sleep the whole time.
It's next watch.
Okay.
He has a lot of work to do tomorrow answering all of our stupid questions.
You have a good point. So you take your watch. Is there anything you specifically want to do?
I'm gonna look around, like the trees and stuff, and see if I can see anything.
Okay, perception check.
Not one.
Oh no.
It's very dark.
There could be trees. You don't know. There's a leaf over there. There was a river at some point.
Where did it go?
It might have just got up and left. You can't tell. The moon? What's that? You don't see a thing.
Wake up! There's a big white ball in the sky! Oh, it's the moon. Okay.
Aw.
I'm fine. Go back to bed.
I like it. I just love that I'm making up rules on the fly for myself. This is so much fun. Okay. Yeah, nothing happens that you can see.
That's what DMing is all about.
Well, our party says as soon as I get back.
It's like one of them gets dragged away. Oh, that's stuff that just happens sometimes.
You know how it be.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So because you guys took quite a bit on your watches, the sun is actually kind of rising at the end of your watch. So people wake up one by one slowly.
I guess so.
Aranda's just kind of like, as he wakes up, he goes,
What race is he again? What?
I don't know. I keep
What does he
thinking-
look like?
He's that guy. He's human.
Okay.
He was tiefling for a bit, and then I
You can't
realized
see
that I
him
had
in
one of
the
those because that one has a staff.
Right. Okay.
So I changed it.
That's a really cool
That's
looking
not how you
picture.
fire a bow, you idiot. Sorry.
Okay, so
So yeah, I'll don my leather armor, and you guys gotta tell us all of this.
Yeah. Does anybody want to say anything about what happened last night?
so we did see.
Okay, so there were ants on the ground,
Okay,
and they
I pushed
swam in
Trent
the water
out of
like
the way.
snakes, and they built a skyscraper, and it exploded. Okay, cool.
Okay, so we saw.
I'm amazed I slept through that.
I heard this
And then we all died.
kind of skittering sound.
If you do want to make a check, I could try to show them the picture of your lineup.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh sure.
Can I draw it?
I don't know.
Can I draw
That
it?
makes sense.
You can try.
That'd be a
Actually,
charisma.
you know what? You try to draw it right now. You as a human being, try to draw it right now. From that flash of the moon that you saw. It's gonna be great.
That ought to be good. It's Pictionary.
I wonder if you actually know of this thing in your D&D vast knowledge.
It'll depend how well she draws it.
That's true.
What is she?
What are you drawing?
Okay. So it was like a big humanoid shape?
No.
Well,
Did it
performance
have
check.
arms and legs?
It had arms and legs,
Humanoid.
but it had like weird it was red for one thing,
Oh.
and it
Do
had
I have colored pencils?
weird protruberances. I don't know how you say that word.
Do I have colored pencils? No.
Protuberance. Protuberance.
That's what I said.
That's the difference between
Sticky
that
outy
and
bits.
Sticky out of this, yes, those.
I don't know. It kind of looked like a big, weird insect, but with arms and legs.
You're gonna love its subtitle.
That's strange.
Giant insect.
Yeah.
With arms and legs.
They can see the picture now.
Now roll a performance check.
That's what.
I don't know, roll an understanding check.
No. I rolled a 6,
Like
David.
intelligence?
Yeah, sure.
No, go
I really
ahead.
want them to see the picture. It's really cool.
I don't know what my bonus is
Well,
for
can
intelligence.
I roll a
I
drawing
thought I
check?
did, but I don't now. 17.
Can I roll a drawing check?
Nice.
What did you guys roll?
Maddie rolled 14, I got 17.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You don't get to see the picture, but from what you gather of what you know of things, and from Aranis' help, because he knows this place, you understand. Aranis calls it an Aldani, also known as lobster folk.
Oh my gosh, really?
Okay. Well,
It's pretty much a giant lobster, but with like, it's bipedal, but it's got those legs, the spinnerets on the bottom. It's got those claws, and it's like sitting up straight like this, and then its tail is this on the bottom.
lobster boy.
Weird.
Yeah.
So it swam here, or?
You didn't really. You made it seem like it was running on the water.
I can't see these things.
Well, what did you describe?
Lobster folk.
No, when it was coming
It was
across the
Oh,
water.
you could hear chittering, and you heard it enter though. You heard it enter the water.
Okay.
It was probably depending on what you saw, based on its height, you'd assume that it was floating at least a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's floating.
Like its height relative to the deepness of the ocean.
Probably amphibious, I think that makes sense.
The strange thing is that those are nearly extinct. They've gone in hiding. They run away from anyone they see. That's very rare. So sad I
Well,
missed
it ran
that.
away from us.
Are they intelligent?
Relatively? Oh, heck no.
Interesting.
Put it away.
How do you spell it?
No, I think so. Sorry?
How do you spell it?
You said Urdani?
Aldani. A-L-D-A-N-I.
All wrong.
No.
They're fairly intelligent. They're capable of speech. They can communicate.
Oh, wow.
They were a full thriving race once, and then they just got hunted and killed. There's very few left. Not that one.
Perhaps we could befriend one. That's interesting.
Yeah, I know.
But
Very, very unlikely. Even if we happen to see one again, they run away from everything. Their fear is going extinct. They're in danger. They only live here, as far as I know.
Makes sense. So it was afraid of our fire, right? That's what we thought. Okay. Huh. Weird. Well, you never know if we keep an eye out for it. It could be a valuable ally if we can gain his trust somehow.
That would be helpful. It probably. Do I have a weather thing here? I do! Holy crap!
You have a random weather chart?
Yeah!
Excellent.
Through the night. It's just normal. There's not a lot of water in those distillers, but there's enough to get another day.
So we'll have to ration it carefully.
Yeah, there's just barely enough. I'd say if one of you drinks too much, one of you will not have a good time. You still can't talk. You're not feeling that much better. Feel a little bit better, but you can't talk. Like you're still a little dizzy, kind of woozy,
Huh.
a little hot.
So if you had to fight, you might not do so well.
So far as we know, it's just talking.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We do have rations for food.
I don't know how you didn't notice this when you woke up, because it was definitely there. But it's like pouring rain right now.
Okay.
Wow, that makes sense because jungle. Okay, so let's walk with our rain catchers.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Excellent. That might slow us down a bit, but that's worth it. We need water.
I forgot. I thought it was 1d20 for the entire thing. There's 3 different levels of weather.
Oh.
But it was definitely raining the whole time. I don't know how you didn't see it. Gosh.
It's okay, it's raining now. We know it now.
It started like right in the middle of your shift. But you were tired at the time.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything. Oh yeah, guys, I saw a giant white ball in the sky. I don't know what that's about.
Well, it sounds creepy.
Yeah,
We heading further into town?
it was moving.
Yep, let's keep heading that way.
I wrote down, you think I'm crazy?
Also, as we travel,
I've got
Yeah.
another go.
as a bird, do I have any
Bird brains?
any desire to eat things like insects or small rodents and that sort of thing?
Your face isn't a
Bird.
Isn't it?
No, it is. You are full on
I have
bipedal
a
bird.
beak.
You're a bipedal bird.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a human head.
With arms, though, right?
If you
I have
bring
arms
that
and
up, like
legs? Okay.
Aranis can see you hunting for these kind of things.
Yeah.
He strongly advises you against eating any of the insects,
Oh.
because they are some carriers of disease. But if you find any small lizards or rodents that you seem to want, then go nuts, dude.
Okay.
Imagine a bird pecking at things the
Yeah.
ground and then you see this.
Okay, so insects are a bad idea.
Insects are a bad idea.
But, just kind of instinctually, could I conceivably eat raw rodents?
No!
Oh yeah.
Like a bird of prey would?
You could try.
Okay.
You're
Well,
a bird. I think there's no point in not trying.
If I feel revolted, I won't do it, but if I don't, then that's a good way to save food.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there've been some small critters all over. They're just hard to see because as soon as they see somebody else, they just go, and then you just see a rustle of leaves and they're gone.
Especially
Oh,
You can try to catch one if you like.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I might have some hunting
Because
instincts.
the forest is so dense, the rain doesn't get through the canopy that much.
But we can get some drippings off leaves here.
Oh
and
yeah,
there, I suppose.
yeah. And you filled up your pitchers while you're back at camp.
Nice. Okay.
So you've got like nice full water spans.
Excellent. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
If we run out of water, we're doomed.
So do you try to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give it a shot. Would that be like a survival check or something?
Yeah. Try survival with disadvantage.
Okay. So, wow. 18,
Whoa.
17. So 17 and 3 is 20.
You try to catch the first two. Like there's loads all over the place.
Yeah,
You,
nice.
Like as you're starting to hunt out, you're like, how do I do this? Like you got those weird like bird hands. You try to catch them with your hands, or you try to spear them on your stick.
Man,
And then after a while, you finally start just stepping with your feet and just you just grab one.
Nice.
You're just holding a mouse, like you're holding a rodent in your foot. You're balancing just great though.
All right. Cool.
Like you have your wings out a little bit, so you aren't even shaking. You're just perfectly still with your leg out in the air, holding a rodent.
All right. I'm feeling good about this.
You eat it.
Okay. I don't know.
Yes.
Does my stomach turn when I bring it close to my beak?
Not that much,
Yeah,
probably.
okay,
It seems
I'll
like
eat it.
it's not a delicacy, but it's
Okay.
food.
Yeah, I'll eat it.
All right.
It'll save me some rations.
It's cold
Yeah.
and it's kind of juicy,
Yeah.
and little bits of it are kind of like most of it's tender. It's kind of like you got to rip it apart a little bit, and
Yeah.
the bones are crunchy. Crunchy is good, but
Okay.
yeah,
I will try to do this out of the sight of the others so they don't barf.
taking a bite was kind of weird.
Yeah.
So you just kind of chuck the whole rest of it in your mouth and just swallow it, and yeah, you feel great.
So
It's just
I wonder if maybe I can process the bones like owls.
yeah, who knows?
Neat. So if I'm barfing later on, that's why. Don't worry about it. It's
Good
fine.
to know. Thanks.
Which way were we heading, by the way? Back to going to Camp Righteous?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Around us, do you know anything about how to cross the river there, or if we have to?
As long as it's not too wide, I'm sure we could just go through.
Well, you said it was pretty wide.
Yeah, as long as it's not too wide.
Too
Not
wide
too
there,
wide
too
or
wide.
too deep. You can fly. I'm
Yes.
sure we can find other ways of getting across.
Wings.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Can you fly with those?
I don't know. I didn't try.
Well, and even so, we're not above getting really wet.
How do you manifest your wings?
I don't know. I kind of just like reach deep inside myself, you know, bro. You feel me?
While you're talking about that, I'm just gonna look up and see if you can fly.
No, I feel like there's a sort of energy I can channel that makes them come out. But
Were we able to see them?
I'm gonna
Yes.
go over
Okay.
to Corey and go,
They didn't see the white ball in the sky. Obviously, they're crazy.
there's mice?
Yeah.
Is my mouse talking to me?
Yes.
What is he saying?
Don't let the bird eat.
Do I understand him?
No, it's a mouse. Still heading down?
Yeah.
Okay, you walk another, let's say, 5 miles. You've made it 5 miles further. What?
Wow, good timing.
Okay. You you walk about 5 miles from where you made camp,
Okay.
and a sight beholds your eyes. You're following the river. Following the river.
Pinocchio!
Soviet Russia. Sight see you.
You're walking along the river, and it's just snaking along. It's as you've been seeing it getting quickly faster and faster as you go along, and suddenly you see in the distance it just drops,
Waterfall.
and
Hey.
there's a cliff. There's just this strange like. It's not a steep cliff, but there's a whoosh.
Where? Are we going like sideways a bit?
No.
I don't understand. Shouldn't the river be flowing out from
Oh
the
yeah,
middle
you
of the
did.
island to the sea?
Maybe
Or is the waterfall ahead of us
Who knows?
and up?
Yeah,
Or is
let's
it
go
ahead of us and down?
up.
Which
Oh
way
yeah,
is
because
the water?
could be
Yeah, like, are we at the
Oh.
bottom of the waterfall?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We're at the bottom of the
Yes,
waterfall?
yes, you are.
Okay.
So
You
the
can
water
see
is
it.
flowing.
Into the ocean.
That would look really cool. if it was going up, though.
But it's not.
No, it's not.
Okay.
But that would look really cool.
So we've come up on the like a pool at the bottom of the waterfall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
It looks kind of like your medallion, actually. This is really cool.
Nice.
Hey.
You
Is
know,
it
because
like
it's a waterfall.
we
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I heard about him. Is it like we can't go any further that way?
No,
or-
there's like the waterfall. There's trees everywhere still,
Yeah.
but you look on the either side of the waterfall. I mean, you could try swimming up it, which is a horrible idea. But you can climb. No, you can try. You can climb up the side. There's enough vines. There's
okay.
trees. There's things you can grab onto. It's fairly
Yeah, I don't
muddy.
touch the vines. You're right.
Right, I figured. It's fairly muddy, but you should be fine if you roll.
Well, where should we go? Should we try
Although
crossing
it
the
is
river
still
now,
raining,
or-
it is still really raining.
Well, I expect the water is pretty aggressive here, right?
It's
How-
not
how
as much
deep
as any
is
other
it?
water.
Okay. Because at some point we have to cross the river if we
Yeah.
want to get to Camp Righteous.
You look back also, and you can see that from where you were, the river has gotten wider
Okay.
to accommodate the small pool that is the waterfall.
Okay.
Makes sense. I'm assuming that I'm not strong enough to carry anybody when I fly.
I have that written down.
Okay.
Not that, I have your other thing written down. Where are you? Maybe somebody very small.
Okay.
Not
And
the
nobody
quiet
here is
barbarian.
small.
Not my
Yeah.
enough.
You can carry the mouse.
Nope.
Um,
Beanie in a bag.
so if we wanted to cross the pool, it's probably churning. Like we'd have to be able to swim, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's stiller than you might think,
Yeah.
but there's rocks every so often. There's not smooth. It wouldn't be smooth travels, but it wouldn't be hard.
Well,
Especially, it would be harder for you.
Do any of us have rope?
Whoever has an Explorers or Dungeoneers pack does.
Yeah, it's that.
About
Would the
50
rope
feet.
be? Is it long enough to cross the river?
Oh yeah, yeah. The river is really not that wide.
Oh,
it's
okay.
only about.
So yeah, Trench
20
or I
feet.
could get across the river one way or the other with a rope, and then keep it on the other end, tie it on, and tow the other two across.
Walk a tightrope. That sounds great.
Alright, let's do it.
Well, we'll send Trench across with a rope.
It's a little harder for you because you're not used to swimming in this much like strain because you haven't been swimming very much. But you make it just fine.
I'm assuming he's a good swimmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you feel great. You instinctively turn your conch shell staff around so the water doesn't feel the conch shell. You know, so it doesn't snap off.
Makes sense.
So
That's
you're over
cool.
there with the rope? Mm-hmm. Alright, you try to find a tree and you rope it off. Yeah, you rope it off. Did you find a tree? Look for a tree.
She found a tree.
You tell
Make a
me
survival
this.
check, see if you can make a good knot.
The rope's wet.
Are you on the other side?
Actually, I thought while everybody's trying to get across, I might fly up to the top of the cliff and see what I can see.
Oh, okay, that's fun.
As long as I've mastered my flight enough to do that.
Are you doing that as she's crossing?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not here. You tie a knot. That's a good knot. I'm sure that'll hold some people. I like this knot. Alright guys, come across. You know nothing of the knottedness. So you guys want to cross?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Nice. Roll.
Who's the first victim?
Yeah, who's going first?
I can stick my javelin in the ground as I go, so I will go first.
Okay. Roll. Strength, I guess. Roll strength. Yes, roll.
Oh man.
You jump in, and your legs just go whoosh! You very quickly roll an acrobatic check with disadvantage.
They're both 3.
You go for the rope, and you miss, and you're under the water.
Oh dear.
It's not deep enough that you'll die, but you're about It's 5 feet deep, so your entire body is submerged, and you kind of hit your head on the rocks when you hit there. You're drowning currently. You're awake. You're just drowning.
Okay. Can I try and get back up?
Clearly
Yeah,
watching.
sure. Roll a.
I'm watching, so I'm gonna jump in.
Okay.
I'm sure
You're still 20 feet away.
Yeah, I'm a fast runner and I'm very thin and athletic. I'm going to swim, run, and jump into the water.
Roll. Roll. Just roll first.
No!
She's being swept away.
I am cursed.
Apparently.
What was that for?
That was for me running and jumping in the water to go get it.
Disadvantage.
Apparently my curse is broken.
You dive in. Do you like? How do you dive in? How excited are
dive.
you? What?
Shallow dive.
Thank goodness.
How deep the
You
water
jump in,
was,
bam!
I was just in there.
You jump in and you how do you try to look for her? Do you like open your eyes underwater? You just look around.
Well, I know approximately where she went.
Okay, so you'll swim to where she went.
Yes.
She's not there.
I'm gonna
Could
keep
you not see
going.
underwater?
I don't know. Are her eyes open?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. You look around. It's a little murky,
She did
but
that already.
what?
She
I did
opened her eyes
that before.
underwater.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a little murkier though, and but you can still see all right. You look to your right, and there's just this barbarian slowly sinking.
Swimming fast.
Okay. Roll a strength check. You grab on, and you're able to stop. You feel arms wrap around your chest while you're drowning. What do you do?
I. That sounded familiar. I'm gonna like try and.
You've stopped moving.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, she was able to anchor you.
Do I
She
still have my javelin?
uh-huh. Make a roll.
Hey, tell me if I see anything shiny under the water.
Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah, let's say you were able to. You're still holding it in your hand. In the
Yes.
hand that you went in and then you tried to stab it,
Ring
and
of
then whoosh, and
invisibility.
then you tried to grab it, and then you missed, and then you went whoosh, and you're still holding it in your left hand.
Okay. I'm gonna stab that into the ground and try and.
The javelin or the person that's grabbing you?
No, my javelin. I'm gonna stab that into the ground and push myself upwards.
Okay.
How harsh is the current here?
It's
and how deep?
It's here. It's a little deeper, maybe 8 feet.
Okay.
But you're able to stab into the ground with good enough force. Your feet can't touch the ground because it's a little deeper. What was the other question? Force?
Yep.
It's not that strong, but it's strong enough to knock a barbarian off his feet.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
Or can you fight against it now?
push against the current with my feet.
All right, so
As if I'm gonna try and
you-
swim back upstream.
Oh, you're leaving?
No, with her.
Oh.
Him. It. I'm not sure.
Make
Oh, that
strength.
you fell in.
Make
Okay,
a strength with advantage.
With disadvantage?
With advantage.
You useless person who can't make a fire.
18.
Nice. So you
There we
stab
go.
the javelin into the ground, and you push off right as Trench starts shooting off with that magic stuff. And you both like fire away. You can feel some water like shooting its way off of Trench to make it faster. Like you can, if you put your hand near its feet, you can feel water like shooting off of it,
Cool.
which is really weird. And you just swoosh up, and you've made it back to the rope at this point.
Nice.
Are you gonna take him across?
Yes.
I don't know if you're just gonna put him back. All right, so.
I'm just gonna put him back on the wrong side of the water. You're on the wrong side of the river.
So you make it to the proper side of the river.
Yes.
How do you plan to live? It's shallow enough that you can stand.
In peace.
I'm gonna stand up
Okay.
and try and throw myself onto the bank.
All right. You just kind of flop.
I'm gonna
You just.
I'm gonna help him push him up onto the.
All right. Well, you go.
Good rescue.
And then I'm gonna kick my feet and hope I can launch myself out
Oh yeah.
and do a dive roll and
if-
stand up and go.
All right. If you want to do that, you're doing an acrobatics check with disadvantage. I was gonna do something cool anyway, but you done messed it up. 7,
I fell over.
6, something. You had enough. You didn't realize how quickly you were going, and you tried to do that. But as you were shooting forth, like you tried to go whoosh, and you go whoosh, and then you hit the ground.
You can do that? Cool.
It was a lot faster than she'd ever been moving recently, and that was just really weird. So you
Yeah.
land like flat on your back. The wind is knocked out of you. So after seeing all of this,
Roller coaster.
I roll my eyes and grab the rope.
Rope's gone.
the rope's still there. It's fine. Okay.
Attached on the other end.
Grab the rope. You go into the water.
Did
Okay.
we attach it on the far side or the side of the bank where she is?
I figured you were holding it.
What?
Well, I thought that Quarry took it with him.
There's no rope.
No,
Somebody's gonna
I
have to
missed
send the
the
rope back. Yeah, you dropped the rope.
Because
So the
it
rope
let
is the rope is still attached to that tree, but it's like downstream. There's just a trail of rope
go. All right.
Wobbly, wobbly,
still
wobbly,
attached
wobbly,
to the
wobbly.
tree
Well, on her side.
on your side.
My side. No.
You
let
brought it
go.
over and you tied it.
Yeah, but then that not let go.
That's true. All right, your rope is gone. You have no rope. You have no rope. There's no rope. It's left. Rope's
Right,
gone.
good point. Okay.
Thank you. You don't have any rope anymore. So what are you
All
gonna
right.
do? There's no rope.
I try to get my wings to pop out again because I'm getting fed up.
All right, you kind of focus, and your eyes flash open with this burst of black. They're full on black. Your 14-foot wingspan expands out. A high-pitched goes through the air. Sounds just like that. You guys see this from afar this time? Like, there's dramatic music over here. And you're just like, what?
I
And you
can't
just
hear
kind of
you.
see it. You see like.
You're like a mile away. Are you making like some speech?
David, how wide is it?
I know. I'm changing it. I'm making fun of it. It's not that far. It just looks funny because
Okay.
your range of your effect is like 10 feet, so they can't see that.
Okay.
So you've got your ghostly
Okay.
skeletal wings and black
I
eyes.
flapped them once.
Okay, you flap them once. You kind of like
Oh, I thought that would be enough to get me off the across.
you flap once.
They're giant wings.
You're heavy.
They're like as long as the river is wide.
You're right.
There's no limits. You reach for the sky.
All right, I'll fly over.
I'm not too high.
Okay. It's weird. Like you flap them, and it kind of feels like they're catching the air, but also some air is going through them because they're ghostly and skeletal.
Wow.
But you flap, and like as you flap, you flap down, and this black wish kind of goes down, kind of like Uranus' staff. It just whooshes down when you whoosh,
Like a black.
like a sort of black air,
Oh,
almost
okay,
like a smoke.
Cool.
You were able to make it over there, but it's not great. You
Oh,
don't
okay,
feel
so
good
they're
about
not
it.
butterflies. Why do I
Yeah.
have wings?
It's cool.
For emergencies.
As you were flying across, you guys see a couple of like pieces, kind of like some feathers, kind of flap off and just kind of come off. You don't feel anything about that, but they just kind of fall. And you land. You stumble a little bit.
Can I get them?
They're in the water.
Okay,
Can I get them?
No, they're gone.
I land and I undo it.
Okay, I guess you can do that. You just kind of retract your wings. That you collapse to a knee because that's hard for you.
It's really neat.
That
Worth
was
it.
not good.
It's a superhero landing. Yes.
And you guys, as after this is all happening, Uranus is just on that side with you guys. Just that was very nice. That was a very good display.
How did he get there? Hey! What's going on here?
You're not there.
No, no.
Hey,
So
I
what
did
you're
that
doing?
here.
Magic.
Dude, if you want us to trust you, you're gonna have to tell us how you did that.
It's a spell. It's a simple spell. It's called Misty Step.
Okay.
I walk up and punch him in the shoulder.
No,
Ow!
it's stupid.
Why? He just takes a step. Just bonk. It feels weird. It feels weird. I'm just gonna keep hitting him. Bonk. Do you not want my help? Don't hit me with things. Misty Step is just for me. That's all I've got. So what you're doing,
Yes.
while all of this was happening, that only took like 2 minutes, which is really funny. But you're up there, you kind of left. They were like, how do we get across? And you just quit.
Yeah. Have fun, guys. See you later. Okay.
So you fly to the top of the waterfall?
Yes.
Where are you guys? You can see the river. Like, you can see a big hole where the river, it's a straight ways until
Again, good timing.
there's it's a straight river for a while and then it takes a hard right, so you can see as far as the river goes, which is pretty far.
Okay.
It gets a little harder to see because there's like some specks.
Yeah.
You look up at the horizon. There's still trees everywhere.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
That's huge, dude.
I
You
was
can
kinda
see
hoping
some
it was
smoke.
clearing up a bit. but-
I mean, there's a bit of a clearing.
Okay.
Like there's some small banks. It's not like it's not a beach, but it's
Okay.
grass. So I don't know, like a 30-foot sphere.
Okay.
A sphere of grass. It's weird. You don't know how it got there. It's just a 30-foot sphere of grass. And you're like, huh. But on the horizon, you can see this trail of smoke appearing. It seems fairly close, like within a day's walk. But you're the only one up there.
And that's on this side of the river?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Okay,
it's
it's across
you.
back.
You guys are here.
Yeah.
You can see it about here.
Okay.
But Camp Branch is close by too, right?
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
It's
I don't suppose
about
I
the
can
same
see
distance
anything-
away.
Okay. I can't see anything of Camp Righteous through the
No,
trees.
there's too many trees.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
Do you want to mark that down or something, or do you just want to like exist it?
Well, I don't want to mark up the map.
No. It's just a choice. You don't have to.
Yeah, well, I'll make note of it, yeah.
Okay. Right. Yeah, actually.
That might be worth checking out at some point.
Flaming X.
Yeah. It's a fire.
Okay. So I'll fly down and note that everybody got successfully across the river with no problems whatsoever.
Oh yeah.
Congratulate them and mention that we had smoke. Yes, well done. Congratulations, you're
Smoke.
welcome. Yes, there's some sort of settlement about a day's walk away at the top of the
Yes.
waterfall.
I've heard tell about it. The settlements move around so often. It's hard for me to remember where they are.
Are they nomadic people or something?
Depends. It all changes. It could be an abandoned settlement. They could be the cannibals. They could be zombies. They could be anything.
Great.
There's countless numbers of people out here.
You lost me at cannibals.
Did I not say that?
You did. I didn't hear anything after that.
Nomadic tribes, Yuan-Ti, random humanoids, just anything with intelligence makes a settlement around here.
No, that's not what I meant. There are cannibals in the jungle?
Yes, there's everything in the jungle.
Oh, that's nice.
Again, they're very instinctive. We can probably scare them off.
Perhaps we could pick up the pace
Well, we're across the river now. Let's just get to Camp Branch.
Yeah, heck yeah, we crossed the river.
Okay.
So you guys,
Awesome.
You're about here then. You continue walking, of course, and Uranus is leading your way best he can.
Okay.
Round, you see the jungle. The rain seems to be letting up a little bit, which is lovely. Are you still following the? Are you still following the river?
I guess we might as well, and camp appears to be near it, so makes sense.
Okay. You keep following the river, and eventually you find this swamp land. Like it's fairly large. You step in it, it's just mush.
Oh.
Your boots are nicely enough that they don't get they don't break or anything. You don't get your feet wet. But there's trees sticking out of the swamp. There's water. There's mud. There's messiness.
Mosquitoes.
Yes, lots of mosquitoes. They just don't like you.
You're not wrong.
So you guys trying that?
I guess so,
Can
yeah.
I sense anything in the water?
Gonna
To
break
tell
down
us
on
how
some
big
bark.
this was?
Only somebody can fly. See what's
Make a
ahead.
survival check.
He's literally been doing that.
11.
Alright, well, you're able to take your staff. Are you using the pointy end or the not pointy end? Whichever end is going to get
not
covered in
pointy
mud.
Okay.
So you just kind of prod your way around. Uranus is telling you where to go. We're still heading straight forward. He's just poking around. You don't see much for a little bit, about half an hour. And suddenly, you hear some squelches to your left, opposite the end of the river. I'm assuming the river's on your right side, right? I'm not messing this up?
Yep, that
Yeah.
sounds right.
Good. I'm a genius. You hear some squelches on your left, and a little bit behind you.
Okay.
Like it sounds as if something went through the mud, like something breached the surface and then kind of went back down.
Oh no, it's like the trash compactor monster.
Exactly.
Oh dear. Okay. Did we
Wait, is that
all
just-
hear it that easily, or?
It was fairly close. Yeah.
Can I look around and see if I see anything?
Perception check.
11.
You look to your left, approximately where the sound came from, and you can see a small, some weird like bones sticking out of the ground with some webbing in between them. It looks really weird. Like that does not look like anything you've seen thus far. Like it's kind of like a fin, but it's not really going anywhere. But it looks like that's where the sound came from, as far as you can tell.
I'm gonna relay that information back.
Can we see them?
Take a look.
Perception check.
17 and 3.
You look over to where they are. You see that one just fine. It's like it's weird, like white sticks, about 5 of them going from like this is the swamp. It does like this, and this webbed in between them, staying perfectly still. You also see a little bit to its left and a little bit behind another thing like that, just a little bit turned, a little bit towards you, and it's like what?
But it wasn't there when we walked by.
No, it's like it just poofed. You haven't seen anything like these at all the entire time.
Okay.
Does it seem normal or familiar?
No.
I'm
Because of your role, there's also like one more a little bit like they're here. There's one about here,
Oh,
Are
okay.
they
and
coming
it's
towards
kind of
us?
like turning the other way. They aren't moving.
I think we should probably keep walking, but I'm gonna keep a close eye on them with my my good senses
Okay.
and try and keep tabs on them, see if they move.
We should
Alright.
switch a little bit to the right also.
Bring out a stick
Yeah,
and
perhaps
some,
so.
make a torch.
Okay. So you keep moving on.
Made a torch.
You walk for a few more minutes. You're still watching them the whole time?
Well, I'll keep looking back to make sure that they're not moving and following us.
Okay. Well, you look ahead, and then when you look back, 2 of them are just gone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're definitely living creatures of some sort.
Oh no.
You continue to hear some weird squelching noises. There's something you kind of like a.
Can you see well underwater?
It's kind of muddy. It's like 80% mud.
Oh, okay. Huh. How's the light here?
It's pretty dim.
Yeah.
The day is coming to an end.
Oh.
The sun's going down a little bit. You've been walking for a while.
Yeah.
Is there anything to smell?
There's lots of mud. It's that really gross mud smell. Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Is there anywhere solid enough to make camp?
There could be a little bit further on. You could break down some trees.
Ugh. Or just camp in the trees. I could
Not
probably
very
do that,
trees.
but I don't know if they could.
It shouldn't be too. Aranis, you ask about camp, and he's like, we can't be too far from the end of the swamp. I'm sure that we can make that by the end of the day, as long as
Well,
we
you should
make haste.
know.
I guess we better press on, but keep an eye
Yes.
on these things.
Torches.
You hear you look back another time, and they're just vanished.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
And then you turn, like you were looking back, you turn back, and there's one right there.
Like
Right
in
there.
front of us?
It's right there. Like your
Okay.
your group. I need you to form. Right. What's your group standing like?
Well, Corey was in front because she was poking around.
Okay. So Corey, Aranis needs to show you where to go.
Right.
Well, put them 2 together like this.
I'll be bringing
Oh,
up the
that
rear
is
so that I
sideways, I
can
see.
watch for the beasts.
How about you two?
I'm gonna be in the middle because
Like this?
not terribly strong.
How's that look?
Yep, that looks right to me.
Okay. Well, you were looking back here, and
Yeah.
they were about here, and they were gone. You turned back. There was one right there.
Okay.
Corey falls over.
Actually, the river should be on our right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. This is the swamp.
But how are they getting
Oh.
how are they under the swamp?
You make a perception check.
Okay. Sorry. 15.
Okay. Out of the corner of your eye, you see this area was previously blank.
That's the river.
I know. And you see a fin kind of
A
and then
fin?
stop. The same fin,
Oh,
like the
okay.
same fan looking thing.
Okay.
Okay, guys, there's another one behind us.
In the river?
Never mind, it's gone.
So they're,
Yes, in the river.
they're
Yes,
on
in the
both
river?
sides of us now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
And you
Okay.
feel when it vanishes, you feel something like kind of under your feet, kind of wobbly.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I want to scream. I feel like that scene in Holy Grail when the Knights of Ni are about to ambush them.
Yeah!
I was thinking more the swamp, right before the dead come out.
Oh, in Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this isn't what they look like, but it's best I got.
Okay, guys, watch out under your feet, too.
I don't think we're going to get to solid land before these things attack.
You're right. One splurches out of the ground, like jumps out,
Whoa.
and like not that high, but it goes, and it lands on the solid stuff behind you.
Okay.
That's not what it looks like.
It's a
Okay.
fox.
That's not what it looks like. What you see is you see a four-legged kind of flat-looking lizard with this huge fin on its back.
Oh, wow. So is the rest of its body kind of skeletal like that? Or?
No, it's just
Oh,
it's just
the fin?
it's just a lizard.
Dinosaur.
It's a really wet, slick lizard. And then one more makes itself appear right here,
Okay.
and then the other one kind of right there.
Out of the water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it like a dinosaur?
Yeah.
And they're coming at us?
Yes.
Oh,
Forgot what that one's called.
Everyone roll initiative. Well, since you guys weren't expecting it, I do want them to go first. since you guys are also not here.
That's fair. I respect this.
The first one, which is the palest one with the crossbow. Don't let me forget that. It's gonna go
Okay.
straight for Kuwari. And it makes a good old 15.
I don't know, man.
Ah, right.
What kind of armor are you wearing?
Heavy scale mail.
Okay, that should tell us something. Do you have a shield?
It hits you,
Okay.
tell you that. Yeah.
So from that, we could probably calculate a bit. Does he have a shield?
I'm gonna estimate 14 because the bad battle you said 14.
What's the base
Just
AC for
kidding.
scale mail?
13?
So that one, it goes, it like, it hisses at you, and it just spins and whacks you in the face.
Whoa!
Cool.
With its tail, not with its face.
This is a full 360 just for
You
effect.
get whacked in the face and take a cool 6 bludgeoning.
Okay.
That second one is this one with the spear. It's gonna go for Uranus and hit itself in the face. It's gonna go around and spin again, and it's just gonna spin because it's really wet. And it's gonna go like move us a little bit away. And the one that's right behind you that you were supposed to be watching,
Yes.
it goes and misses too.
Whew. Okay.
Not as badly though,
They're all going earlier than we are, right?
because they surprised you.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I
because
understand.
you didn't see it coming.
Right.
Jump scare!
Yeah.
Ah!
God.
Ah! Wait, I want to put in some atmosphere.
I like it.
Yeah. Those aren't enemies, it's atmosphere.
That's fine.
They're enemies yet.
Yeah, they'll be later.
Yep. Equal or exceed the target's armor class.
Cool.
Sorry, who's next? Mom, it's your turn.
I am going. Oh, sorry. I'll throw a dart.
One just hit Quarry in the face.
And one just completely horribly missed Uranus.
Scale mail is 14
I'm
plus
still
your
not
dex
close enough
modifier.
not to throw something.
Yeah,
So
that's
if you have
minus
13, you've got a
one.
minus
You can
1
move.
dex. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm not a real big, strong fighter. So I'm gonna throw one of my darts.
Just believe.
Just believe.
I know full well how many hit points I have. Thank you. I'm gonna throw a dart.
Oh, but
Oh, you make stealth checks with disadvantage when you have scale mail.
you gonna throw a dart?
Yes.
Okay.
This
Number 1.
Well, 14 plus whatever other bonuses
You-
I might get.
And it hits it right in the shoulder. It lets out a scream and does not like you at all. How much damage do you do? 1d4?
I don't know. I don't think
Darts are 1d4.
I've never actually hit with a dart before.
I'm pretty sure darts are 1d4.
Plus your strength or dex.
So
Yep.
5. I'm gonna assume I have no strength bonus. Yes.
So it depends what you're attacking with. Are you attacking with dexterity or strength?
You feel like you want to attack with dexterity for some reason.
Well, it's a throwing dart. It would be dexterity.
Yeah, you get plus 2
But
to that.
But it's a finesse
I get
weapon.
which?
You can use strength if you wish.
I get which?
You feel like you want to use dex.
I know that.
So you get I do dex bonus.
I did. But
That's
I thought
it.
he said something else.
No.
Okay. So it's 5, please.
Cool. It hates you.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
When you do that, you feel a sudden instinct to want to like punch something in the face. Like
Okay.
you throw it and you just immediately feel like something should be near you to get hit.
Already my fists.
Yes. But since you're far enough away, you ready yourself and you kind of like you get yourself ready for an attack. And you you just seem like you could just like duck at any moment. You seem fine and good for attack.
Okay. I will prepare for attack.
Your turn.
Alright. I'm going to try and use my newfound knowledge of magic and blind this creature with a radiant spell.
Whoa.
Radiant spell.
Yes. I was reading about light. I'm going to see if I can use that to flash it in its face and frighten it away, or at least blind it for a round. Cool.
You you remember reading in your book one specific this word of power,
Okay.
and you feel to call upon that, and as you
Alright.
do so, you produce your holy symbol.
Yes.
You utter your divine word, and this radiance from you.
Nice.
Who do you want to hit?
The dinosaur right in front of me.
Okay. People behind you kind of feel like, "Whoosh, what was that?" And the dinosaur, it surges off of you and it sears its skin,
Whoa!
and it kind of recoils for a second before
Okay.
hissing at you. Roll a d6.
Wow, that was even better than I had hoped. 6.
Yeah, this one hates you more. It hisses like,
Neat.
and it's kind of soldered. It's like it's smoldering a little bit.
Neat.
It feels like it's like rinsing itself off in the mud to turn itself off from being on fire.
Turn itself off.
It doesn't like being on fire.
Cool. Alright, that was
Yeah.
successful.
Yeah. You do actually feel pretty good after that.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Feel like heck
Cool.
yeah. That makes it Annie's turn.
I'm gonna stab at that one with my javelin.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Javelins have a 10-foot range, don't they?
That one just hit her in the face.
Oh yeah, it did. It should be closer. Why is it so far away?
Okay.
We just didn't move it.
60.
What are you using?
Plus?
A javelin?
Yeah.
You take it out of the ground from which it was embedded because you were testing the ground, and you kind of turn it and just. It hurts a
Okay.
lot. You manage to go straight through the fin with it, and it just screams, and you yank it back out, and it just screams more.
D6 piercing.
Ah! I guess you did pierce it.
Plus strength.
Guys, jeez.
Plus strength.
That was
so
number
7.
1.
Yep. It's 7 because plus strength.
Wow. That one just like it goes down for a second. It one of its legs gives out, and it because it's got 4 legs, but the other 3 are just doing fine. But it just glares at you. This thing is so mad. You're feeling a little bit mad. You feel like you want to be mad?
I want to be mad.
You're so mad. That makes you so mad. Once again, you surge. The seams in your scale mail armor seem to pull a little bit.
Jeez.
That makes it Emily's turn.
Alrighty. I'm gonna whip around at the one that's just coming out of the water and do a zap zap with my lightning bolt spell with my twig. Because I still have 1 twig.
With your twig, you've got at least 2 twigs.
Oh, great.
I'll give you 2 twigs. So you're gonna want to be a little bit further away.
Really? Oh, I'm gonna hurt
Judging
somebody.
from the lightning bolt that you shot out last time,
Okay, maybe I'll do something that's a less dramatic. I'll start my approach.
that's it actually. Everything else doesn't. You seem to not need pieces.
Why is it there?
What? You had the rocks and the rocks and the ice and the witch bolt.
What's the rocks do? I didn't try those.
You did.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, yeah. There's lots of ice in there, and there's some rocks. I don't remember why. Why do you have rocks? I know you had them. I remember specifically that you had those. Well, you've got the twigs, and you've got the pieces of ice. There it is. Yeah, and you've got the rocks. But you remember, if you remember correctly, the last time you used rocks, you made snowballs.
No, that was the ice.
Oh. Really? Okay. Well, you have ice and rocks.
Well, what do the rocks feel like they're gonna do?
Let's see. You can use your
What's
rocks.
the point? Why are they different?
It says or. Just pick a thing and do something with it.
Is that all I can do? Just those 2 things?
No. Those are the only things that you need things to do.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm gonna point my quarterstaff at it and try and channel something that
Ah.
can shoot it.
That works. Before you do that, you kind of make a circle with it, and you can feel something forming within it,
Ooh.
and then you raise it up and like twirl it around, and this huge undulating mass of chaos just appears at the end of your thing.
Okay, cool.
And you chuck it at it,
I like that.
and it goes roll. Roll a d8.
6.
You throw it, and in the air, it turns into a greener color and smacks it right in the mouth, and it hisses the object, not the creature. It hisses, and roll 2d8 and a d6.
9 altogether.
The force of it hitting just smacks it, breaks like half of its teeth, and that poisonous thing just seeps down its throat, and it just like curls in of itself.
Oh, yikes.
I know,
What did I
right?
just do?
I know, right? And it looks really bad. Like, you did a huge number on that thing. Half of its face is sort of sagging.
Oh gosh.
That brings it back to the first one's turn.
Oh boy.
It hates everyone. It's going after Kuwari. It missed.
Oh.
Because it's really mad.
Yeah.
The second one that you just hit really, really doesn't like you. And it swirls around and... What's your AC? Oh yeah. I have it written down. I'm a genius.
You should tell us.
What armor are you wearing?
What armor are you wearing?
We don't know if we know.
Didn't I tell her what armor you're
I don't have any armor.
Okay.
Well, it hits you, but it just kind of glances off.
Okay.
Doesn't feel
What
like it
kind
did
of armor
much.
do you have?
Me?
I think it's leather, right?
I don't know. I don't read down.
It's possible we didn't find all those things out.
That's true. I'm pretty sure it's just studded leather.
Okay. Studded leather would have a base AC of 12
Plus,
plus dex.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the last one is attacking you.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Hopefully it's blind.
No, it didn't like you at all. So as it curled back, it lunged forward and spun in the air and whacked you again.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Do I get any insight into my armor class?
No, because it hit with a 20.
Oh, jeez.
It didn't roll a 20. It just hit with.
Oh, okay.
You take 5 damage
All right.
straight to the chest,
Ouch. All right.
and that one's still looking great.
Huh.
It's looking rear and ready to fray.
Whose turn is it?
Sorry, it's Mom's turn.
Okay, is it close enough that I feel I want to go punch it?
Pretty much. No, you gotta move up to it.
Alright. Don't really want to, but I will.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna go with the feeling.
Yeah. So move up.
Mm-hmm.
So you make you're gonna punch it.
Mm-hmm. That's how I feel like I want to go.
Roll a. What do you roll for melee attacks?
Well, I gotta roll the hit.
What do you get bonus though?
Strength.
Strength. Yeah, roll plus strength.
So
Okay.
I don't know what my strength is.
You like jab it in the face, and as you bring back your hand, you feel the need to follow up with a couple more. So roll 2 more d20s.
I bet she's on.
You jab it in the face, the second one comes up and uppercuts it, and then you just kind of swish with the next one.
An unarmed strike deals bludgeoning damage equal to 1 plus your strength modifier.
Ah. You punch that thing and it is wavering on its feet. It looks about ready to just fall over. It's like it could make one more attack and just collapse.
Interesting.
That makes it Dad's turn.
All right. How high is the forest ceiling here? Can I hover?
It's a swamp.
Why not, right? The trees are huge.
I'm just thinking if I can get off the ground out of its reach, then I can use my crossbow and fire at it from the air.
That would probably provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yes, I suppose it would. Yeah, okay, I better not do that. I'll use my mace.
Nice.
So I've got +2 proficiency and whatever my strength bonus is, if any. So, I rolled a 20.
Dude, your strength +2.
Never mind.
So what did you do?
I rolled a 20.
What did you attack with? Your mace?
My mace, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, that's a crit.
That's on that one.
So, I hit it for 10.
Woo.
You can feel its skull dent a little bit as you just whack it in the
Nice.
face, and it just dazed for a second.
It's
It
not
lost
dead
idea of what its life is.
I'll take a step forward and blast it with a fearsome war cry. Like a terrifying bird of prey.
Actually, it would be pretty scary.
That would be pretty scary.
Yeah, and I make an intimidation
You know
check.
what? Why not? Because
Okay.
Casey never lets us do that, and I really want to use that one.
14.
10.
It cowers down a little bit.
Assuming I'm not proficient in intimidation.
I don't think anyone is ever.
Okay.
You
Oh, I
you
don't
do
know.
that, and it kind of lowers itself a little
All
bit,
right.
just looking up like why. Maddie's turn.
I'm gonna hit that one again.
Okay,
We have a
this is the one that feels like if you blow on it, it'll die.
Okay.
Did
Well,
they
it's
attack
gotta,
us first, or did we just start
Okay.
They attacked
bashing
us.
these things?
No, they attacked
16.
us.
They just feel terrible
You
now.
impaled it, and it is dead
Yeah.
in the water.
Yay,
Like,
no.
you just
the
take your javelin, you're
circle
like,
of life.
and it just collapses to the ground. That's one dead.
Nice. So this one?
Yep. Uranus is going to step. Where is he? He's going to step forward to the second one over there, the one that's attacking Valanders.
You haven't attacked me yet.
The one that tried to. He's gonna take his staff and twirl it like you did, except he's just gonna whack it without the magic.
I'm cool with anything.
Well, he's gonna take it
Nice.
and just and literally he knocked his head off.
Oh!
He took his staff, undercut, and its head came off.
Okay, never mind, I'm not cooler than you.
Wow.
That I guess that makes it
Oh,
his
dang.
turn.
I'm a little bit, I'm standing there in shock. And I
That's
look
fair.
at Uranus, and I'm like, and I turn around to this guy.
It kind of gives you an awkward like.
And I want to do another cool staff thing.
Ooh, another cool staff thing.
Yeah.
The same cool staff thing or a different
No,
cool
no,
staff
another
thing?
different one. If I like hold it down here.
Oh, where'd your
and then,
cantrips
like,
go? Lost your cantrips.
Oh,
Found them.
can I like swirl it around a little bit and like bring it up like a sword and do a slicey thing? Not like with the actual staff, but like make a slicey bit slice.
The air is very dim around you. The sun has been going down for a while. There's shadows everywhere. As you do that, you focus, you bring up your hands, and the darkness emanates and collects around your hands.
Ooh.
Oh.
And as you do that, you're holding these masses of shadow and you slam them together, and a blade shoots up from
Oh,
your hand. And
dang.
you're creating
Oh dang!
pure shadow
Oh,
death
dang.
energy in your hand as a
I chop his
sword.
head off.
That's fair.
Sweet.
So you
While in shock at my own coolness.
you take it back and you just swing, and you roll to hit.
17, what do I add?
No, you're good.
Wait, what do I add? Is it? Oh, my spell, probably. Spell bonus.
Your proficiency?
I'm proficient in Shadow Blade.
Your proficiency in Shadow Blade.
Dang, okay, so 19.
And finesse is dex, yeah?
Dex or strength, whichever is
And your dex
Do
rating.
I add dex if it's a spell? Or do I add my spell modifier?
You add finesse. You add finesse to this one.
Okay.
It says.
Pretty sure you just add your
So then-
spell.
It's proficient and it's finesse. You created the weapon. It's not a spell anymore.
Oh, 20.
Jeez. Roll 2d8.
14.
Okay. So, the weird thing about this blade is you swing it down, you go straight through. Like you swing the blade down, and it goes directly through the monster,
Awesome.
and you can't even feel that it hit the monster.
Okay.
Like it's like it went straight through it.
Oh. I twirl a little bit with the extra.
Yeah, pretty much. And it doesn't even look like it got hit, but it freezes up and it topples.
Cool.
Wow.
Am I still holding the blade or does it stay?
No, you still got it.
Well, that's awfully cool.
You have to really focus on this thing though, like to make sure that it doesn't disappear.
Okay.
You're just holding this thing.
Wow. We learned a lot about our abilities that
Okay.
battle.
We know how to go now.
Sweet.
everybody.
Oh yeah. Is anybody terribly hurt?
I'm doing fine.
No, I never got hit. Oh wait.
A little hit, but I'm
Yeah,
good.
you're alright? Yeah, I got slapped once, but I think I'm okay.
Was it a spell slot or was it a kindred?
Oh, that hurt. That hurt to make. That took a while.
Oh, okay. So I'm tired. Do I have
Yeah,
any
you're tired.
exhaustion or anything?
No. It just took a lot out of you. The one that came out of the water kind of looked like it was wearing like leather. It looked weird. It was kind of like it had some brown leather on it and some weird thing on its back.
I'm searching the bodies.
So something like it was a harness or something?
Something like that.
I'm also
So-
gonna search the body.
Is it a pet?
Perception
Yeah, it
checks.
was domesticated or something. That's weird.
Oops. 15.
You look around at that one. You don't see much in particular. You can salvage pieces of it if you like, because it's in pieces. You can take scales or whatever, and you go to that one. Same deal. You kind of look at it, and you look in its eyes. It looks like it has a permanent like emotion of fear in its eye, and you don't know how that happened because you weren't looking. But you look at that one, and you drag it out of the ocean water, the ocean water, and it kind of looks like it has a saddle, sort of.
What rides it? How big is it?
Let's say 6 feet long.
So,
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, they're big. They're big inside.
okay. So a human could ride one of these.
Yeah.
Okay. How high
It
is
looks
it?
like it could be like your size of saddle.
Okay.
You couldn't notice this earlier, but like you know that huge frill that it had in the back? It was like cut off with this. Like there's 2 pieces of frill here and then the saddle in the middle, so that you could ride it easily.
That's the only one though. So they cut off its frill?
Yeah.
How does it?
Wow.
But it has some pouches in there. You kind of look through the pouches. There's not too much of interest, but you do find like a small spyglass, like a pocket travel spyglass. So that's pretty cool.
Alright, I'll take that.
Yeah. And in one of the other pockets. One of the other pockets. You pull out this.
Ooh.
Wow. Cool.
Oh, so just don't put it on.
I want to put it on.
Okay.
Put it on.
Okay, never mind.
Too late.
I guess we didn't see this, did we?
No, you just kind of saw him looking through the stuffs.
Okay.
So many papers. I've condensed it so much, but I have so many pieces of paper. You don't feel too different. It's a bit of a shock when you put it on, but that's about it. It's like slowly, like the shocks happened and then it's kind of like.
I guess we don't know about this. All right.
Just put weird ring.
What'd you find, Glory?
I got a spyglass and a ring.
Cool. What's the ring?
And I just hold it up.
Oh, nice.
You notice it seems to be shimmering a little bit.
Ooh.
Can I take a closer look at it?
Of course you can.
Know anything else about it?
Roll an Arcana check.
Am I proficient?
Are you? I'm gonna hate that question so much. I'm gonna write down your
Well, you
proficiency.
should have done this.
Shut up. It's not my fault. They told me they fixed it. You are!
16.
Yes.
18.
No, I have -1 to intelligence.
What?
That's what you told me.
Wait! Oh yeah, you get +1 overall. I
Yeah.
was putting overall in there.
Ah,
That's what confused me.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. 16?
Yeah.
You know that is definitely a magic ring.
It's magic.
But you've never heard of it before. This is like anything you might have ever heard of before.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have memory, but
I don't know what it is.
It'll
It
do
has some
something.
sort of magic to it.
That's so
Alright. Cool. Well, I mean, it's not bad magic.
cool. Right on.
Hopefully your finger stays
wonder how
on.
long it's gonna take you to figure it out.
In case the dinosaur riders are nearby, I would like to try and concentrate on the area and see if I can detect any emanations of living beings or evil or anything
Okay.
else that unsettles me.
AKA detect magic.
Unspooked.
or
Actually
or
close.
detect evil. Something like that. I hope.
Just detect evil?
Well, I don't know. It depends what I can do.
Yeah, evil and...
You can
Good.
do both?
Have you not heard of that spell?
Detect good and evil?
I suppose
there we
it
are.
may have changed.
Well, now I have to decide there is one in the vicinity. Do you want to fight something else?
I just want to know if there's something hiding watching us that sent its pets against us.
Well, you go back into that thing where it's kind of like you look around and it's like one of those thermal cameras.
Yep.
Where she sure looks neat. She's kind of glowing a little bit. That's
Okay.
fascinating. That's a little
in a
neato.
good way or in a way that makes my stomach turn?
Kind of a neutral way. You can see the outlines of the wings,
Whoa.
Oh.
and when you look at her in her eyes, they're black. But you can tell this is not a being from this Earth. Everyone else looks great. You kind of scan around the environment.
Oh,
There's a lot of trees in the way, it's hard to make out, but there might be something over there.
Okay.
There's a little something, kind of something-ing its way over here.
Oh no. We should something our way out of here.
Yeah, there's nothing that looks too dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that one thing that caught my eye, I'm gonna. Can I see better if I switch off the spell?
It's still just trees.
Okay. I'm gonna try taking it by surprise. I'm gonna rocket through the woods as fast as I can. Flying and spinning through the trees like a speeder bike and see if I can ambush it.
Hey, where are you go? Oh, my.
Yeah. I'll just say.
New.
So I'd really like to know who set dinosaurs on us. Jerk.
What's the spell say? Okay. You shoot your way down.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't even know how far, but you're just running. Everyone's like, what are you doing? And you come across a clearing,
Okay.
and there's a neat little statue. There's a neat little statue. It's really cool. It looks really cool.
Oh, wow.
And
That's so cool.
all right, everybody get out.
What?
Okay. There's still some like plants around.
Okay.
There's a neat, cool statue, and there is a dead body
Wow.
just lying there at the base of the statue.
All right. So I'm going to take a real close look around and see if I can detect any signs of movement before I relax my guard.
Roll a perception check.
Okay. 11 and 3 is 14.
There's nothing that you can spot.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll land and make sure that the footing is secure, and then call for everyone else to join me.
Okay, bro.
Uranus was following you the entire time. He does not want anyone to get lost. Because he knows what's in this place.
Hey, come and check this out.
What is it?
Well, I'd like to know what the statue and the body look like before I get anything.
They look just like that, actually.
Okay.
It's an old, broken down wizard statue and a man, a skeleton just wearing these gorgeous robes and plate mail with this shield with a religious symbol on it.
Stepping up to the body to search it.
I spotted this from the other clearing with magic, so there's got to be something significant here. I don't know what it is, but be careful.
Give me a second. Shut up. Stress me out here. But as you entered here, you sensed that this place was wrong.
Oh, okay.
You felt like something against a celestial being was done here. This is desecrated ground.
Watch what you touch.
Too late.
Back here.
Trench,
That is wise.
you do. You gaze around the body. As you look very carefully around the entire thing, you notice the shield is really pretty. The skull doesn't look like it was eaten away. It looks like it's just a pristine skull. It's rather clean armor. It's got a tattered sword.
Tattered sword?
Yeah, it's got a tattered sword. It's all rusty.
Kind of armor,
Like plate mail. It's this solid plate mail paladin
but
stuff.
it's pristine.
Yeah, the
Yeah, it's
armor
really
and
nice.
shield you said are in good shape, and the robe too.
The robe's kind of torn. The
Oh,
robe's
okay.
all torn and kind
Backpack?
of moldy. Doesn't have a backpack. However,
Pouches,
you look on his right hand.
rings.
2 rings.
Oh,
You find these.
and they're not rusted at all?
No,
Okay.
they are glowing.
They're glowing.
Especially to you two. You can hear them whispering a little bit, but you
Don't
can't make
put
out what
it
they're
on.
saying. This one calls out to you very specifically.
Did you put it on?
Alright, you put on the ring,
Put the other one in my pouch.
and
But
your
Dad knocked over. Well,
rings are really fast to put on.
Yeah, you saw I just put on.
You
Did
put
you
on
not
the
hear
ring,
him tell you to
and
be careful?
it kind of like it just like you feel burning as it sears itself to your finger.
oh great.
You also now feel an incessant need. You really want what he's got. He's got some cool stuff on there. He's
He
got
did.
really
I vote we
cool
leave
stuff.
from here.
Take the armor.
Yeah,
Start stripping.
that's some really expensive looking stuff.
Gotta start taking it off.
All right, well, you stop her.
Trench, give me the other ring.
Just hold on a second here. You really want to have a whole suit of plate mail and carry it around?
Of course you do.
You're not even wearing armor.
You don't. That doesn't matter. You can sell it to someone.
Okay. Can I have a closer look at that ring on your finger?
No.
He's just taking the armor off the body.
Yeah, just taking everything you can find.
All right.
It's
Where are you
kind of heavy,
putting
but
this
you don't
all?
care.
I'm gonna gently
Stop.
try to restrain him, like just gonna, put my arm in front and say, "Listen, just slow down a minute. Let's look at this first."
It is kind of heavy though, and she's talking to you.
And kind of
Oh,
putting on a little pressure to try and push him back a bit.
For simplicity's sake, and because I probably messed up, when you put on the ring, you felt a wave through your body, and the you feel as if you can communicate just fine.
Oh!
Because it's been a while.
Cool.
Oh, you can talk again.
Yes.
That's
Wow.
helpful.
Hey,
Yeah, that is good.
it's beautiful armor.
Give me those.
Yeah, it's nice. Now, how about we just wait a
No,
few
no, but
minutes?
look, this armor is perfect. Everything else is decayed, but the armor is not.
True.
It's interesting.
You
It's
just seem to be acting a little
probably
weird.
magical.
Yeah, probably.
So we should take the armor
I don't
with us
think we
because
need
it's
to take it.
magical armor. I mean, clearly, it's not. Look at the rest of the stuff. The rest of his stuff is all like decayed and yucky, but the armor is gorgeous. And the only time that ever happens is magic.
You don't want to wear this armor, do you?
No.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna sell the armor.
All right.
Do you want it?
How much is armor worth? That plate mail stuff.
Yeah,
it's
might be
like-
in the D&D.
You've got the.
I mean, if you want to carry it around and exhaust yourself further, go for it. But I think
You
it's
want
a
it?
bad idea.
Well, actually, the only one of the four of us that could, or five of us even, unless Aramis wears armor, that could possibly use this would be Quarry. Regular suit of plate mail is in good condition, worth 1,500 gold pieces.
Woo!
Did you take the armor?
Yeah. Don't know how I'm gonna
No,
carry
we
it.
tried to stop.
Did she take it? Did you guys restrain her?
Well, I mean, is it the
I
same?
got a couple pieces off.
Okay.
Is it about the right size for Quarry to wear if he wanted to?
Probably.
Okay.
Seems about the right size.
I mean, I guess it can't hurt. It's probably worth something.
Yes.
I mean, you're just acting a little obsessive. Are you okay?
Yes, but it's beautiful armor. I really want the armor. I mean, seriously, when have you ever seen armor laying in a swamp that is not covered in moss and growth?
If I can't see the gold ring, could I maybe see the red ring?
Where'd you put it? Okay, great.
I put it in my pouch.
Can I have a look at it?
I guess so. I found it. It was mine.
Yes. I'm not going to take it. I just want to make sure it's not dangerous. I'll just kind of lean over towards Valandris and see if either of us can make anything of it.
Well, both of you see that it's not normal. You can tell that. You're just like, oh, it's a neat ring. You two are like,
I like
that
rings.
doesn't
Rings are
look
pretty
good.
Is this writing or just runic symbols?
They're symbols.
Do
It's
we
not
know
a
what they
language.
say?
It's not a language you
Oh.
see.
Yeah.
First you can tell
we
it's
should
just
see if
pictures.
either of us can recognize any of the symbols.
Oh, go for it.
I
Are
don't
you
suppose
taking
Aramis
plate
knows
mail?
anything about magic.
Yeah.
Have you taken all the plate mail?
Yes.
You take the plate mail, and once you're holding all of it, you can feel as if this is yours, and you feel stronger because of it.
Why would you want to put it on?
Arcana checks?
Well, it's cool. And I mean, look at how much I
I
got
don't
my
know.
butt kicked in the last
I
bout. I
think
don't
you
want to
found
get
it
my
on a
butt kicked.
corpse.
I rolled a 10. I don't know what
I mean,
my
the guy
intelligence bonus is.
died, but you know what?
Intelligence bonus is -1.
Oh dang! I rolled a
Oh,
critical
no.
one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she thinks it's a ring.
I do think it's a ring.
But this was for the symbols, not the ring itself.
Right.
Right?
Oh.
You can recognize them as multiple different types of weapons.
Oh.
There's axes, swords, javelins.
Yeah, that makes sense from the way they look.
Oh, my
It
bag.
worked.
Can I ring back?
I painted that.
Oh nice.
You promise not to put it on?
Don't let her have it.
Can I wear it around my neck?
Okay.
Put it in
Piece
your
of leather?
pouch. Put it in your pouch.
What?
Can I flip back to my arcane vision and look at the statue or anything else?
I
around
mean,
it?
it
Corpse?
is taking a bit out of you to activate that arcane vision. Like,
Oh,
you feel
okay.
like that's not an at-will thing, but you can if you like.
I'll give it a try just to take a really close look around the clearing and see if anything else appears to have some sort of
Where are the rings?
evil or magical
They're in my
aura.
hand.
Okay.
That's what they're doing.
Do
Everything
I,
else seems normal.
I get a feeling off them?
Ew.
That one, you're like, yes. That one, you're like, not like.
Evil? Oh, wait.
Can I use words?
No, because he's feeling emotions.
So the
Yes.
gold ring doesn't give me a bad feeling?
Yeah, it doesn't give you a holy feeling.
Okay.
Doesn't mean it's bad.
It's not a good thing to be feeling, but you feel something.
What about the shield?
The shield, it's
Too heavy.
kind of like flickering a little bit. It's like it was once imbued with magic, and it's fading slowly over time. Ugh! I just flipped to a random page.
Yeah.
Gross.
So it might be safe to pick up the shield and have a closer look at it.
Does he have a sword?
Okay. Yeah,
Does he have a sword?
it's in
It's
bad
rusty
shape.
and
Oh
broken.
yeah, that's right. I remember it now. I don't want it.
Quarry does.
Oh, Quarry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Quarry. I thought you meant the Death Knight.
Oh, yeah. The what?
The what?
That's what the miniature's called. Calm down.
Okay.
I was just thinking about that, but it's challenge 17, so we're not doing that.
No.
No, you want to do that?
No.
4 tomorrow? No.
You don't add your ability
Pardon?
modifier to
10
damage of a bonus.
I'm just trying to figure out the separate timing.
Are you trying to take his stuff?
Well, I mean, Trench appears to have plate mail well in hand. What about the shield?
It's like he's holding it.
Oh, okay. But it's also in good shape, right?
It's not bad, yeah.
Okay.
Feels like that could be used in a good few battles.
And you said there was a symbol on the shield?
That just looks like that fist.
Oh, okay. Any chance I can recognize it?
Legend check?
With no memory?
No,
Okay.
because I don't want to pick up the book. Because then I have to scroll through the gods and find out which ones is his fist.
Well,
You
all
also
I really
have
want to know is
Tor.
if there's any sort of a warning
Is it
associated with that
Tor?
symbol.
No.
Oh,
A
okay.
fist?
Yeah, but he
right.
doesn't know that.
Hmm?
That doesn't matter.
Tor is a fist.
That's cool.
I'm
Does
just asking.
Kuwari have a shield? Or does he fight with 2 weapons?
A shield wasn't in the equipment you gave
You
me,
don't have shield.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
What? What?
but I
It's a beautiful
Yeah,
shield. One of you should take this beautiful shield. We shouldn't leave it here in the swamp.
can I take the shield?
I can't carry the shield. But I can't carry the shield. I want the shield. Maybe there's another one over there. Look by the statue.
Okay. I just feel like Corey is just this bumbling idiot. I'm just like,
Yeah, put the shield
That
on.
sounds right.
See how it fits on my arm. Is it heavy?
You can't take it off. Make a strength check.
Oh, but I want it. Oh,
What'd you roll?
8.
You try to rip it off and it's just like,
Trench, just leave it. You
But-
have your plate mail. You have an entire set of plate
Beautiful
mail that you're
shield.
adding to your pack.
Yeah, but I could use a shield because I have a sword. And you know what? I keep getting my butt kicked in battle.
Well, too bad. You
Oh,
can
do you
get it
still have
off.
your vision on?
I think so, unless I'm getting too tired.
Okay.
Vision.
I'm
I'm
gonna
sure it's
look at the
fine.
statue.
So,
Like,
but the red ring looks worse to me than the gold ring, right?
To you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Weird.
And I couldn't sense anything with the red ring because I rolled really badly.
You couldn't see what was on it, but you
Oh.
can still sense that it is magical.
Okay.
You just don't know of what kind.
So what's Kuwari finding?
What are you looking for?
I'm going right up to the statue, like Trent
I'm
said.
Uh,
trying to tug off the shield.
Roll an investigation check. What'd you get?
3.
You need new dice.
She got trombone.
No, I'm just
Well,
cursed.
sure is a statue.
Dice.
Can I poke it?
Yeah, sure. Poke it.
I poked it.
Where'd you poke it?
Poke the cape.
Okay, so you're behind it?
Yeah.
Where you poked, an immediate attack goes,
Whoa.
What?
and then that second cape just kind
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's gonna fall on
of
me.
into just dust.
Weird.
I'm gonna poke it again.
Where?
Like higher up on the cape.
Okay, more cape just kind of collapses into dust.
Wow, that's not good.
I'm gonna poke the leg.
Sure, then you would do that. You poke it in the back of the leg. You are covered in ash and dust, and you smell bad.
Oh no!
Everyone else just looks over and they just see the statue goes. And then just this poof of dust and quarry.
Oh no!
I just
Okay!
I run away.
Anything else over there, Corey?
Go back.
What are you doing?
Wait to see if there's stuff here. Duh.
I'm gonna dig in the ash.
You're gonna dig in the ash.
Yeah.
Poke around. I'm still trying to get the shield off.
You find ash.
Guys, can we go?
Find more ash.
I think we should go.
I'm gonna take some
I
ash.
agree.
put it in
But there might be something cool here. Did you even look?
You found all the cool things
Are
already.
you
Tell
still
you
trying
what.
to take the shield off?
Yeah.
Okay, roll a strength check one more time.
Nope.
What'd you get?
3.
Okay, as you try to pull it, you're pulling off and your arm goes like this.
Ah! I scream
Let's go.
and jump backwards.
That's fair.
It moved!
The corpse
Kill
is
it!
holding on to the shield?
Yes, kill it!
Jeez.
I'm gonna hit it with my sword. Cause now
I'm sorry, you gonna what?
I'm gonna hit it with my sword.
Roll an
Trench.
attack roll.
Oh, that's bad.
What'd you get?
4 6.
You hit the shield like a moron. You just aimed for the shield, just go clang, and the eye sockets flickered.
Yeah! I'm gonna jump backwards and go, it moved! Somebody kill it, somebody kill it, somebody kill it!
As you're watching it, because you just can't take your eyes off of its eyes, it's like these little white pips just appear in the skull sockets,
Ooh.
and it just stares right at you.
Uh-oh.
If I'm not being too meta here, I would like to use the power of Eldath to make this thing be gone.
Oh, that's
With
pretty
my
good.
holy symbol.
You
That
mean
is-
turn on dead?
Maybe.
Maybe he's not undead, maybe he's just not dead yet.
He's a skeleton.
What are you trying to do?
Turn undead.
I'm trying to deflect this evil power and make it leave this place.
Turn undead.
Okay. I know that's a cleric thing,
Yeah.
and I'm just trying to decide if this is an
Ooh,
undead.
that's a hand.
Yeah. I'm sure it looks.
How is it not an undead?
Yeah.
It's a
I've got it.
skeleton.
However.
So-
Shut up.
Oh, maybe it's like a possessed.
Well, I'm
entity.
trying to use something that isn't a death knight, okay?
Thank
Yes,
you.
fair.
It's, if it is undead, it makes a wisdom saving throw against my difficulty class of 13. And if it fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage.
What's your spell save?
13.
In case you're wondering, Emily, my wisdom, I have a -1.
Nothing that you can
So
see
my
happens.
wisdom is not
Okay.
good.
But
Probably 8 or 9.
where are you standing in relative to it?
So,
I was about here, I believe, because I was
It's-
talking to Trench.
you see its eyes flick up to you.
Oh, okay.
see, look, it moves!
So it just looks at me as I try and use my holy symbol to make
Yeah, it
it.
just stares directly into your eyes.
Oh, okay.
And then it's it very slowly brings up one of its legs.
Uh-huh.
Like it's been lying like a little bit prone, and then
Yeah.
it brings up one of its legs into a curved position,
Okay.
really slowly and creakily,
Yeah.
like really
Okay.
slowly, and it raises its hands against the ground, and it just lifts itself up with all the force possible.
Okay.
And it's
course, it's naked now.
slowly standing itself up. Very slowly, because this armor hasn't moved in decades.
But the armor's, I've got the armor.
Yeah, well,
I mean, the bones haven't moved.
that works.
There we go.
But it's also got, like a sword and a shield.
I'll unclip my mace from my belt, hold it two-handed, take a step back, and say, "What are you?"
It's
dude,
gonna.
it's a
It will
skeleton.
stand up very slowly. It's facing away from you as it stands up, and then it'll
Oh,
just
okay.
turn very slowly to you. You took something of mine. I want it back.
Give it back!
What?
The armor!
Idiot.
But I like the armor.
I'm gonna try and rip it off of Trench's back.
Strength check.
It's my armor.
I guess he was back there.
Nat 1.
Uh-oh.
You go over and you like grab it, and then your hand slip and you just punch yourself in the face.
Okay.
Good.
And how does Trench react?
How does Shench react?
Dude! Punch.
What?
Punch right in the face.
Oh,
You
great.
get punched in the face again.
Do I take damage?
Yeah, sure. You take one bludgeoning.
Okay.
I was trying to limit the amount of damage you guys take from each other.
That's nice of you.
I try and use magic to take the armor off. Or, like
Mine.
restrain her with
Leave
magic
it alone.
and then take it off, or
Restrain or
yeah,
kill?
restrain.
I wonder if you can do that. How violently are you gonna restrain her?
Well, like gently enough, like enough that she can't move.
Okay, 1 sec.
If I can just like wrap something around her too, like wrap shadows around her.
Ooh, that'd be horrifying. Just make her into a sword.
Oh, okay.
I got an idea. Yeah. You know what? This is gonna work because I said so. You are going to.
It's good to be the DM.
I know, right? Yeah. Where are you?
I'm there, but I can move.
Okay.
What I'm going to try and do is interpose myself between the creature and the wrestling match going on with Trench.
Good.
So
good.
I'm going to spread my wings, hold my mace in front, and try and keep the creature's attention on me.
Okay.
I'm going to keep trying to talk it down and say, "We'll get it for you. Just wait a few minutes. It's okay. It'll be fine."
You'll try to sneak around that and go to the side of Trench to get a better vantage point, and you will push with the air, and your bag will fly off your back.
No!
It flies
How'd you do
about
I don't know.
5-6 feet into the jungle.
I'm gonna run after the bag.
I trip her and get the bag.
Dexterity checks.
Uh-oh.
And that's not what I wanted to do, though.
What?
I wanted to restrain her.
Yeah, you have
That
to
was the
fight
best
my
you got.
dexterity.
15.
Well, a grapple, for a grapple, you make an athletics check,
Which
contested
is
by
dex.
the target's athletics or acrobatics check.
Which is still
I
dex.
wanted to do
Yeah,
it with magic,
it would be.
though.
Oh, athletics is strength.
Oh, pardon me.
You.
Either way, I rolled a match.
Sorry, all of your spells. I'll see you fall over in your haste, but you're able to scrabble up before her
Okay.
and make your way to
The armor.
the armor. And the dude's head just follows you
Gonna pick it
as you
You
go.
keep kind of walking.
Corey's gonna
Look,
chase
wings.
after her.
Okay. What are you gonna try to do when you get there? It's like 5 feet away. It's not that far.
I'm gonna try and grab the bag again.
Okay.
Different dice.
Sploosh, luck.
How are you guys gonna do this? You've grabbed bag. Are you grabbing bag or grabbing person?
Bag.
Competing strength checks
I mean, I can also be there helping to restrain.
with advantage.
Ooh!
What'd you get?
13.
I beat her roll with 1. I beat both her rolls with 1.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 16.
Would you?
What's your strength?
I don't know. I've never known.
Through the power of magic, you yank it from Corey's hand and just like holding it like this. Exactly. And the knight slowly starts taking steps towards you. He does not care about anything you have to say. He's been ignoring you this whole time. His eye's been locked on
Putting
Trench.
it back on my
Just taking steps
Okay.
towards you
Getting my
very
sword out.
slowly.
Corey's gonna take out his battle axe and aim for the knight.
Are you gonna hit him?
No.
Are you gonna throw it at him?
No.
Or are you just gonna like?
I'm just gonna try and be.
Are you in
tall.
between the knight and the trench?
Yeah.
That's where I'm supposed to be. Doesn't seem to be happening.
Well, you're like kind of you're backing up
Be like a
slowly.
rodeo clown.
Yeah. The knight can start taking faster steps now. He takes his shield and he tries to push you out of the way.
Uh-oh.
So make a strength save.
Okay. 5 plus 2 is 7.
You stumble back a few steps as he pushes you out of his way, and he starts taking determinate, good walking speed steps towards you.
Do I recognize that the ring is the problem here?
I don't know. Make it Arcana check.
14.
You can infer.
Okay. Then
The knight's still taking steps. He's walking. He's getting.
Well,
closer.
my
first
sword
I
out.
yell at Trench to take off the ring.
Why?
It's causing all this problem. You weren't like this before. Why do you want this plate mail? Look at it. It's armor. You wouldn't
It's
want this
shiny!
before. Okay, I
It's
realize
magical!
there's no sense reasoning with her, so I try and cut her finger off with a dagger.
Holy crap! Okay. Is anyone helping? Are you gonna help? Or are you just watching the knight?
I'm gonna help.
Okay. Make
Back off!
it's grapple is strength.
I'm summoning up my anger and I'm
grapple
gonna
is
smash her with
Athletics
water.
versus athletics or what was the other one?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Yeah. You make athletics with advantage.
I'm gonna make an acrobatics.
You make an acrobatics.
But if she's trying to cut the
She's
finger.
gonna grapple her first because she has to get her hand.
Okay.
14, 16.
You
19.
you grab her hand and yank it towards you and put your elbow on her neck and you're just like you have her hand at your mercy.
Okay,
I'm gonna take my other hand and punch her with all everything I've got
but I chop.
in the face.
It's very fast action
Okay.
these things, and she's got a very small knife and
I've
fast
been
hands.
holding my sword, so I guess I'm gonna punch her with my sword
Your
because
sword.
my sword because I'm angry.
You're
You
not
tried to
holding-
take it.
You're not holding your sword though.
Yes, I was holding my sword when the knight got up.
Aren't
But
I
you're holding
helping
it back.
restrain?
It's in my back.
Yeah, you are helping. So
Would you have dropped your sword in your haste to get the plate mail?
I put the
you
plate
saw
mail on my
this
back and
happening,
picked up my
she
sword.
grabs very quickly. So you quickly make a acrobatics check.
Okay. 18.
Wow! Finally, she makes a good roll.
Yeah, make another acrobatics check. Athletics.
16, 18. I win.
Okay. You try to grab her arm, and you guys are like fighting back and forth. Your fist is so close to her head right now. So if you let go, no, her fist is close to your head.
So if you let go, I'm gonna punch your face.
If she lets go, you're gonna.
That's what I said.
Alright, the helmet monster is getting closer.
Can I have a turn?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Do something.
I'm kind of on one knee in the muck right now, so I'm gonna strap my mace back to my belt, spread my wings, take off behind this creature, and try
Spread your
and
wings and fly away.
either grab it and lift up with it, or at least just knock it down.
Use the ribcage as handles.
Yep, exactly. It's got lots of places to grab.
Yeah.
He's not wearing his plate mail anymore.
Nope.
You're able to. You can flap up and just kick him in the face. Kick him in the shoulders.
Okay.
Give you a good oomph. Make an.
As long as I can try and knock it down with
Yeah,
it. My
make
idea
a-
is not to damage it, but to stop it from moving, delay it.
Make a strength attack.
Okay. So my strength's +2. I have proficiency with unarmed, right? So
Yes.
9.
You whack it, and it stops for a second, and just turns to you, and just looks.
Just wait a minute! We're gonna get your armor!
Try your best here.
You have my word of honor as a bird.
Hey,
He says
bird
nothing.
brain!
He turns his head back and continues walking.
Now he's
He's
on
about
the
2 feet from you guys at this point.
Oh man.
Swing.
He's gonna. Okay. This is gonna
Punchy
be
punch.
awesome.
Punchy, punchy, punch.
This is not how I thought this day was gonna
Don't you love having a bunch of weird characters with you?
go. I love this solution.
I don't. I am not a fan of this solution.
Just make sure you cut it out deeply enough that the okay.
I am not a fan of this solution.
You're not proficient with knives. What are you using to cut her
I
off?
have 2 daggers.
Okay, you can use it there.
Overkill.
I know, right? Isn't that scissors?
Let's go with.
Oh.
Just one. I have 2. I'm using one.
Let's
That's
go
called
with.
scissors.
Let's make an attack roll
Okay.
with your strength.
It says I have +2 to my attack. Or do you want me to just add strength?
Just as strength.
Okay. 2.
You kind of you're able. It's shaking a lot. So you take your knife out and you just kind of like, and you nick her finger. It's like there's drawn blood
Okay.
on the proper finger, but you missed.
Right.
The finger is not off. It's just bleeding.
Okay.
Do you have anything to say about that?
Ow! Nice puncher.
With
No.
what?
Whatever
Your fist is
hand
being
I can
restrained.
get. Well, this one
Both
is.
of
What
your
about this
hands-
one?
That one's being held like.
Well, I'm gonna try harder to punch her.
And
I'm gonna kick her shins.
Strength attack with disadvantage. Strength attack. Yes, attack. Attack with disadvantage.
Okay.
You missed.
Can I kick her in the shins?
No, you already tried your attack. So you try to elbow her in the face, and she like you're really short, so you kind of get an elbow to the
Not
chest.
really short.
You're
I'm
like
11.
7 foot.
Oh,
Did you already use up that strength burst thing?
what strength burst thing?
When you did like 3 rapid punches?
Yes.
Apparently.
Okay. How
That's-
tall am I? Not that that's relevant right now.
Hold on a second.
You're in the air. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Swing my battle axe with a finger.
Oh,
I
dang.
mean, that's definitely.
I thought the dagger was overkill. I'll take it off with a shoulder.
The monster dude has gotten to you at this point, and he's gonna ignore both of you and just
Okay.
grab your throat
Whoa!
and try to lift you up. And he does. He lifts you straight
Do
up.
we
So
lose our grip?
you two are like at eye
Because you conveniently restrained her.
Thanks for helping.
You were still holding, but
Okay.
he's trying. He wants to grab you and just throw you out of the way because you are you are in the way right
Does he
now.
succeed? Am I thrown away?
You're a problem.
Make a dexterity save.
15.
He grabs the back of your cloak and pulls, and you choke for a second and you get thrown back a few
Okay.
feet.
I lose my grip.
Yes.
Okay.
Damn, I have no choice.
What are you gonna
Alright.
do? What? Oh. Oh, man. There we go. Okay.
All right, roll an attack.
Can I have advantage because we got it flanked?
Got one request.
Yes.
Are we
Yes.
gonna do
Please don't
initiative?
miss.
Yeah.
1 sec.
Okay.
With advantage, that's a bonus. What?
I have proficiency with my mace, right?
At least it wasn't a one.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so with my strength, that means I rolled a 10.
I need a side table.
At least it's not covered. At least it wasn't a 1.
Yeah.
What'd you hit? What'd you hit?
AC 10.
That's it?
How
That's
do you
it.
know?
6 plus 4 is 10.
Oh yeah.
Wow!
Well, I keep the other one was a vine crazy and all this other crap, and I just didn't know. Like,
So
tackle.
you go to
So much easier.
You
to-
go to hit it.
Yeah.
You bring up your mace
Yeah.
and you like flap up a bit to get the height,
Yeah.
and you hit it in the helmet
Yeah.
because it's still there,
How did
and
you
it just
helmet?
kind of.
What, I impaled my mace on its helmet?
No, there's two little like spikes here,
Yeah.
and it's just stuck in between.
Yeah, fine.
And
How's
it-
the helmet
it, like,
attached?
he's just like.
Leather strap or something?
He's trying to turn his head to look. You just like.
Alright, on my next action I'll try and use my vantage point on his head.
Strength check.
Okay. 19?
Okay, you're able to pull it out and it flies backwards.
Oh, okay.
Everyone roll initiative.
Spinning in the midst of all the random combat. You know this is all your fault, right?
You got 14?
Okay, hear my a secret here.
Hmm.
My
Armor
wisdom.
shiny?
No,
Yeah.
no, my wisdom. I get a -1.
60?
16.
Okay.
This actually makes sense.
It does.
Yeah, my wisdom is
Okay.
around 8, 9. What?
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 18.
What'd you get?
5.
That's appropriate.
I thought so.
So just so you know, this actually makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Lum
That's
seems to
right.
be the one who can take an action first.
I'm gonna kick this thing holding on to me. I've got nothing left, right?
Alright, yeah, I guess.
I have
I
no.
let go of your arm.
Oh yeah, your
Oh, I have one arm
your
free.
right arm, which is holding the ring, is free.
Yes, my right arm has the ring.
Where's the ring?
Listen,
Okay.
that's how fast you can put a ring on.
Yeah.
I am going to kick. Can I kick and like? Can I try and punch and kick off at the same time?
Kick off of what?
Well, I'm hanging. I'm suspended. I can lift my feet and
Oh yeah, you
kick him
can't
in the
breathe.
chest.
Forgot. Yeah, go for that.
Oh, did you pick her right up?
No,
No,
the
skeleton.
skeleton did.
Oh, right, right.
I guess make an acrobatics check.
Alright. Nope.
Also make an attack roll.
You're also multiply grappled here.
It's true.
It's pretty hard to
8.
do anything.
She does have 3 feet though.
I'm
Yeah.
trying.
Hang on.
Hey, what about the water?
We're not near the water.
We're in a swamp.
You kick it, and
Make a rip.
it's kind of it just kind of and it didn't drop you. It just kind of like did that for a second.
I'll take a
It-
deep
nothing.
breath.
You can't. You're being choked.
Yeah, that's.
Well, you said it went, so maybe it released just a second.
I'll give her that. You breathe a little bit.
I'm gonna
That's
kick
the
him
best
again.
you got.
I can't kick him again. Gonna summon all of the anger in me and do something. And let it explode.
Yeah, you've
Oh
already
no,
done
yeah,
your
you can
action.
kick him again.
I can kick him,
Oh,
yeah, because
okay.
You get 2 unarmed attacks.
I think she's unlocked.
we get advantage because you can't move.
No,
Just
you
like-
can't.
If anything,
can't
you try
breathe.
disadvantage.
Yeah, you tried. Yeah, nothing happened.
Well,
It's kind of like.
Hey, I'm trying my best.
Man's turn.
I am trying
I'm
my
gonna
best.
take my javelin and jab through the knee.
Whose knee?
Yeah, who's neat?
The skeleton man.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, you're half released.
Not-
Hey!
You take your, you put down the trench, and you take out your thing, and
trench?
you kneel down, and you stab it in the knee. And because the armor is off, it goes like right through because
Awesome.
it's bones.
Ow.
Nice.
It's weird. We don't know what this thing is, but it goes right through, and because of that, because you rolled a nat 20, it drops you. You crumple to the ground, and it goes on a knee. Roll your damage.
So that's 2d6 because my javelin's just 1.
Yeah. Plus whatever it is, or is it
Plus
plus
strength.
Plus
strength?
strength.
Oh!
12.
Nice.
Wait, what's your strength? Just plus
You
1.
have plus
Oh,
one.
sorry. I don't know why I thought it was plus 2.
I don't know how math works. There we go. That thing took a hit.
Alright.
It hates you all of a sudden.
Oh, you got its attention.
Yeah.
It turns to
Must
just
be nice.
glare at you.
Oh, good.
Been ignoring me for the last 10.
Your turn. You are on the ground currently because you got thrown back.
Oh, okay. It's an action to stand up.
It's half your movement.
Oh, okay. So I'll do that, and then, I wanna like raise up some shadows and try and like, I don't know, crush his ribs or something.
Neat.
Okay.
Shadow reach.
You grab hold of the shadows like you did before. You grab them, and they feel like they're instinctively gravitating. They're instinctively gravitating towards you, but you're trying to command them to go to him,
Oh.
and they don't wanna.
Okay.
So you're just kind of forcing them,
Okay.
and then you do this, and they like a sword forms within him, sort of, and then it just kind of shoots back to you, and you have a sword, and it just kind of came out of him without any problems because he's a skeleton. So you've got a sword now.
Can I do an action with it or
You can
no?
throw it if you like.
Ooh.
Am I close enough to him?
Well, you were just grappling.
I mean,
Trying-
yeah.
Okay, I
Putting
can
that
try
back
like
there
slice
'cause
through his
I'm gonna
spine.
go do the
Who are you?
space.
You ended up about.
I don't wanna.
I'm gonna slice through his spine.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna run up.
Yeah.
You kind of feel like you could get advantage on this.
Really? How?
Magic. Can I have a player's handbook? Do you want advantage?
Well, yeah.
Take advantage.
But why? How?
Roll your attack.
What do I add?
Maybe.
Oh, your spell bonus.
How is your?
Yeah, your spell
That's
attack.
nice. You should give it a try. You might
Still in
like
a
it.
second.
Penny calculator.
Hang on.
Proficiency plus.
Hang on. I got it down here. Your spell attack modifier is 1.
Really?
Yeah, it's proficiency plus charisma.
Oh dang. Okay, so 18.
So you hit him. You definitely daggum hit him.
That makes you a sorcerer or a warlock, by the way. Just want to point that out for a random reason.
After you hit him, you feel strange on the inside, and you kind of feel yourself you're not floating, your legs are getting longer.
What?
And you just kind of like grow by 4 inches.
What on earth?
You're suddenly 4 inches taller.
Bizarre.
Legs?
There's coffee and vanilla and chocolate taste in there.
Roll your damage.
Okay.
You don't know your damage.
No.
Roll 2d8.
No.
9 plus.
Yeah, there's definitely coffee in there.
Yeah.
1.
9.
Good
Yeah,
job,
9
coffee.
plus 1.
10.
It still does that weird swoosh through the body thing, but you can tell he takes a hit.
Okay.
I don't like coffee beer.
And I'm really tall.
Yeah, you're like 4 inches taller.
Alrighty.
How neat is that?
Wow.
I wonder how long that lasts. I actually don't know.
That's really cool.
Alright, that makes it.
Long as a DM
Ah,
wants.
it's dude's turn.
Oh man.
Lasts as long
He
as
hates
the DM
everyone.
wants.
Yeah.
However, he's still very much focused on you.
Ah!
So he's gonna take his big old rusty blade, it looks really cool by the way, and
Okay.
he's gonna drive it down into you.
Jeez.
No, he's not. He's going to slash and then drive it down into you.
Oh, that's nice.
What is your AC? Oh, there it is.
You tell me. I'm holding the armor though.
Why isn't your AC written down?
Holding armor does not give you defense.
Unless it's magic.
Yeah, no. You gotta wear it. I'm sorry.
So he swishes down and he misses because he just dropped you.
Ha!
And then he stabs down and just into your leg.
Ah!
Ooh.
With
Ooh,
his
that's
big
not
old
good.
rusty long sword.
Ew, that's gross.
Yes.
I am. Oh, is it my turn?
No, it's Stan's turn.
Are we
Okay.
still in the swampy area?
Yeah?
Alright.
Well, I'll recover my balance after yanking my mace out of his helmet. Okay, coming back up out of the water, spin the mace and knock his block off.
Alright, roll an attack.
And can I get advantage again because he's flanked?
Is he still flanked?
I think so. We got opponents on both sides of him.
And he has no armor.
Yeah,
or
that's
he has
true.
no armor?
He's got a
And
shield.
no sword.
Natural 20.
Ooh, well, with your added madness, you can clang right in the head.
Nice.
There is a definite cracking noise.
Ooh.
14.
Holy crap! Will you stop it?
I think he took his head off.
He's not healthy. You hit him,
Yeah.
and he like wobbles for a second, and a piece of skull falls out of the helmet.
Oh, I thought he'd be nearly headless Nick.
No,
That would have been
pretty
funnier.
nearly headless. He's just a skull.
Yeah, so it could just go like this.
No.
I gave that everything I've got. He's still standing.
It hurts.
This dude's taking bludgeoning from all sides. He's just turning and
Make it
confused.
stop.
No, it's your turn. You're on the ground.
Okay, I am laying in the ground. I'm assuming I'm in a swamp, so I'm in water.
If not, you could try.
I'm just asking.
Probably in water.
Okay, so I'm very, very, very cross. And very determined. And I'm gonna try and punch him with a water punch.
Okay, alright.
Like, I'm so
You splat your hand into the
angry.
you splat your hand into the water that is the closest, and you try to like you do your water bending
I'm
thing.
gonna build and build and build and build and build because I'm so angry and I'm hurt and I'm with the ring and I'm angry and I'm gonna go, get away from me! Like that.
Okay. You pick up a fairly large chunk of water. It's still pretty muddy, but you've gotten most of it off.
But
And you flish, and he goes, and it just leaks out everywhere because he's covered in holes.
there had to be at least one rock in there.
He's just wet now.
No, it didn't.
You've cleaned him off.
It did no damage?
Congratulations.
Yeah, but I have nothing else. I'm lying in the mud with a sword stuck through my thigh. So!
It's not in the thigh anymore.
Well, you said it was.
It was, and then you took it out.
Oh, I didn't realize you took it out.
And now you're just bleeding a lot.
That was your turn.
I'm getting your wound
your turn.
infected by swamp water.
I'm gonna
No, cleaned by water. I'm in the water.
stab again with my javelin.
Nice. That worked very well last
Yes, it did.
Nat 1.
Oh
time. You were so happy that happened last time. You stabbed and you were like, yeah! And you kind of you forgot you were holding a javelin. You wanted to use a great axe. You went, and you hit yourself in the head. So you take 3 bludgeoning and disadvantage on your next attack roll
Oh.
because this keeps happening.
It's okay, I didn't see a thing.
Emily's turn.
Okay.
I like how the focus
Do I
is
have any
off.
shadow blades left?
You're still holding it,
yeah.
Or, oh, I'm still holding it?
Yeah, but this one is like that took a lot of energy to do. I
Okay.
feel like if you just like poof, you can't bring it back.
Okay.
Like if
So-
you dismiss this one, it's the last you can do for today.
Okay.
You're spent with this thing.
Don't
Can I get a
miss.
good angle at his face?
He doesn't really have one.
Well, like through the helmet.
I removed half of his face.
That's true.
Cool.
Yeah, let's say yeah.
I'll stab it through the hole in his helmet.
Oh snap! Okay. Roll an attack.
Or you.
+1. Right?
8.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. My slod. Yeah. 8.
8.
You tried.
I did.
You didn't have enough like focus, so you swished. You would have hit him, but it swished through and didn't do anything that
Okay.
time
That's fair. I'm tired.
because it's shadow. Well, that was your guys' turn. He's gonna go again.
Oh, great.
He still hates you,
You
and
think?
he can see the ring glinting on that finger that you just smashed him with water.
Oh.
So he's going to try and cut off your hand.
Alrighty.
Oh, see, that's what I tried to do, but
Yeah.
less. But
Um,
he's doing more.
yes. Well, I mean, he'll try. It's kind of hard. It's a weird sword. He missed. He wanted to cut off your hand, and he was in between. He was thinking, because I can kill you more with 2 hands. So he throws down his shield and brings out two hands and just whoosh, just splish right into the water.
Oh.
And then he gets really mad and tries again, and he swishes over the air where you would have been if you had stood up.
Really?
And that's
Wow.
it. That's all he does.
Dang.
Not lucky.
Can,
So he was targeting the hand with a ring on it?
Yeah.
he failed.
So he wants it
He
too.
also doesn't have a shield anymore.
Oh
He
dear.
put it down
Okay.
because he rolled a natural 1. Mom's turn. No, Dad's turn.
Okay. Well, I guess all I can do is try and hit him again. So, I mean, he didn't even pause going after Trench, so I guess I'll try and hit him once more. Got him from behind. 14.
If the shield had not been dropped,
I would have missed.
yeah, You saw the shield go down, you were confused, so you slashed up where the shield would have been,
Yeah.
and you hit him right in the arm.
Alright. Good. Then I'll do 6 more points of damage.
And you missed when he rolled his natch. He rolled 2 6s.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Oh dang.
Dang, max damage.
He's so mad right now. He hates you so much, and he is looking really bad.
Will you please just drop?
Now it's Mum's turn.
Can I get up?
Yeah,
I don't want to be here anymore.
that's fair.
Maybe you should just run off into the jungle with your armor. Oh great, she's considering.
I'm going to back away and try to escape.
Okay.
I'm
yes.
hurt. I don't want to be here anymore.
You you call upon your powers within the many years of training that you had that you definitely remember, and you're able to block his next attack and just whoosh, and you manage to get at least 10 feet away, and you feel like you could just jump for miles, dude. How far away are you going?
Well, I am injured, so I can't go as far. I'm gonna go about 20 feet.
And you used half
s-
your movement speed to get up.
Yeah, yes. I'm gonna go about 15, 20 feet.
5. Let's go
Movement
here.
speed is usually low. Anyway, and I'm gonna stop and see if I can stop myself from bleeding.
Ah, okay. Well, alright.
Yeah,
That's your turn.
that's my turn.
Whose turn is it next? Emily's? Maddie's.
Alright, I'm gonna stab again with my javelin.
Go nuts.
So this ring isn't doing anything for me?
Not yet.
Strength would be 11.
Okay, you recover from the time you got whacked in the face. No, wait, you got disadvantage.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
You recover from the time you got whacked in the face, and you were like, there's like 2 of them. You don't know what's happening, so you aim for one. It was the wrong one.
It's like that silly symphony with all the dancing skeletons.
Yes. Spooky, scary skeletons. Now it's Emily's turn.
Did we see Trench leaving?
You're a little focused.
Okay.
You definitely didn't, because you're on the exact opposite side.
Okay.
You guys probably saw something.
So I see her leaving?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've got my shadow blade.
Yeah, heck yeah. You feel as though if you wanted to just chuck it at someone, it would work.
I do kind of want to chuck it at Trench. Because then she'll fall.
Yeah, sure.
And like,
I have very
we
little
can
left.
fix her.
Sure. Go ahead.
So much mercy here.
Nice.
Like expediency.
This was such a
How
good
does my
idea.
rope trap work?
Hmm?
My rope trap. How
It
does
takes like 10 minutes to set up.
work? Oh, never mind. Okay.
It's
not like a lasso. Alright.
You could try to use it as a lasso, but you'd use it as advantage.
Well, I'll take note that Trench is running and that she can't run very far because she's injured. So I'm gonna use my shadow blade again for on the night.
Awesome. Roll an attack.
8.
You missed.
I
You
know.
did this squishy thing again.
No, I'm tired.
The dude, he sees Trench just leaving, and he's so mad about that. But you've been hitting him a lot.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna twirl around and try to slash at you
Oh great.
as best as he can.
Shield!
With 2 hands. What shield? You don't have a shield.
You said I have a shield.
You have a shield? You do have a shield. That's why you're
Trying to
using
give you
so
a new shield. You wouldn't.
How's a 23?
Well, that's probably good enough.
And also a 20.
What?
Wow.
Why
Oh.
can't you hit?
Sorry, I thought that was the damage.
I think my armor class should be 14. Does that sound right? 11 for leather armor, 1 for the shield, and I think 2 for dex, because that's my initiative bonus.
It should be 14?
Yeah,
I got
that's my
15.
And is the shield +1?
I don't think so.
Oh no, no.
Did I add something wrong?
I don't know. What's the base for leather armor? Is it 11 or 12?
I think it's 11. 11 plus dex.
11, and I think my dex is 2 because my initiative is +2.
Yes.
So that's 13, and then I got 1 more for the shield.
I think you got 2 per shield.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's new.
If he says 15, take 15.
Okay.
15 is good.
Yeah, well, you
I
did
have
just get hit
Player's
twice.
Handbook again. I'll look it up.
Alright, I'll just deal horrible damage to you.
That'd be great.
I need more dice.
I need more dice. Oh, that's great. Good news
Can't
there.
have my dice.
Yeah, you're right. The shield is +2 AC.
He's disoriented and really mad, but you still take 14 damage.
Ooh, 14. Okay.
Because he
Now-
twirls around, whacks you with the flat of the blade, then brings it around and does an uppercut with it.
Oh man. Did he miss my shield entirely, or just drive it into my body?
He missed your shield.
So I've lost 19 hit points now.
Well, I have 14, so you should be okay.
You collapsed.
Oh, okay.
What?
Is he unconscious?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of
Oh,
figured.
dang.
I have that. I have as many hit points as he does.
Average for a 3rd level cleric with no con bonus would be 15. So.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't that just suck?
I have 14.
So I am unconscious.
Yeah, he whams you and you just
Uh-oh.
fall
man.
flat on your back.
I'll fall face down.
Hey, that makes it your turn.
Okay, I'll make a death save, shall I?
Oh, sure. Somebody stabilize him.
Okay, I saved.
Good. Oh wait, Aranis.
Yeah, Aranis. He's just been standing there this whole time.
He's just been.
Yeah.
Oh
Freaking useless.
Oh no!
Okay, it's fine. 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 It's fine.
He
Aranis taking his
freezes
turn
up
now.
when there's tension.
It's true. Yes, he's taking his turn now. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Did I at least land with my face out of the water?
Yes, you did.
Thank you.
Aranis is gonna run over here and start working some like manual medicine on you.
Okay.
That's gonna take a while. So Emily's turn.
Oh,
No,
maybe.
Mom's turn. I
Oh,
lied.
Never mind.
Where is the beastie?
He's right there.
Oh, so he hasn't moved towards me
slammed-
yet.
No, not yet, because he had to take his turn to kill someone.
I'm gonna throw a dart in his head.
Worked.
Okay. Wow.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, you hit him.
Yes, I did. 4.
Kind of honks off the back of his head.
But it would still do damage because I hit him.
How much did you do?
3.
It's
Sometimes,
kind of like it's embedded in his shoulder.
sometimes that's the difference.
Because he's still wearing like an undershirt, so it's not just skeleton, so he's got a
But I
knife just in his
did roll a
shirt.
19.
Yeah, so a hit.
Hey,
Yeah,
I don't
it's your
happen to have
Nope.
critical hit
No.
on 19 and 20, do I?
Oh, yeah, that's a
Some
potential.
multi-classes do have critical hit on 19
Who
and
says
20.
you're multi-class?
I'm just saying. I'm throwing the option out there.
She's trying to fool you into giving up information.
I mean, you guys could choose to bring a different class next time you level up.
Because that's an important piece, because then we get to roll a second hit.
It's true.
It's your
Actually, I'm not sure if it's
I'm
multi-class or
gonna
subclass.
Fighter with the
very
champion
smart.
archetype.
Yeah, it's a subclass.
What is?
Well, it's a martial archetype for fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not in there. I didn't take martial archetypes in there.
No.
I didn't take anything from that
But
book.
what I'm saying, David, is that some really good fighters do get.
Yep.
crits
you,
on
Yeah,
you
clearly
don't.
she doesn't right now. It's Maddie's turn.
I'm asking the question.
You can stop.
Nope, I'm gonna keep asking the questions.
So I'm gonna rage.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna.
You're real mad.
I'm gonna stab
You
again.
swell. You're about as
Wait.
tall as she is.
Can I get like my battle axe out or will that take an action?
No, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna use my battle axe.
Hecku, yeah. Why am I looking at spells? You don't have any.
Ooh.
Oh,
20 plus strength,
nice.
so 21.
All right.
Yeah. As you hit, before I do anything else, as you hit, you smack him, and then you feel some weird forces like come from behind you and start kind of messing him around. You can't see anything. You can just feel that you know they're there.
What? Oh,
Weird.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird.
Are they familiar forces?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know these forces. They're friendly, familiar forces for you.
Ooh.
Fun.
Neat.
So roll your damage.
Familiar
What's
forces.
my damage?
The 3Fs.
Like
D6.
grinning ghost.
Yes.
What's the great axe, battle axe? What's battle axe? Oh wait. No, what's battle axe?
It's not on your screen.
No.
Oh, crap.
Why would
Battle
you-
axe is 1d8 slashing,
Nice.
or 1d10 if you're using it two-handed.
Nice.
I'm still probably holding my javelin, so probably not. 7?
You can fight with two weapons at once. You just don't get your strength bonus on the damage for the second one.
7 plus
Oh,
2
if
for
you have a
range,
bonus
plus
action.
for strength.
Okay, so 9, 10.
You guys are scary.
Well, we're doing a lot better than we did last time.
Your turn.
Okay. I'm not stabilized
No!
yet.
Emily
He's
hasn't named his turn.
stabilized.
Emily's turn. It's your turn.
Uranus
Do I
stabilized.
I don't know if he did
notice the
successfully.
weird forces going on?
It's not hard to do. All you have to do is bind.
You have
You
to
can
do,
feel some,
medicine
you just don't know what it is.
No.
Oh,
It's not like anything you've ever felt before.
it
You're
like
just
you can
eh, it's
literally
probably
tie
death
them
by
up?
magic.
Oh.
So they just stop bleeding. You
Okay.
can't just,
Except it's
you
not
just can't
death,
bring you back
so.
without the check.
Oh, okay.
So it's not death like magic.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Is it like super intriguing to me? Should I check it out? Or?
Probably not. It's,
Okay.
like, not right now, anyway.
Cool, 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 cool.
It's kind of busy right now. Got stuff going on.
It has to do a successful DC 10 wisdom check
Huh?
for medicine.
Oh, okay.
That's to give you
You made
points
it.
back, though, right?
Good, I'm stabilized.
I'm
No,
going
that
to
just makes me stable.
Drop my shadow blade because I'm not really doing
Remain
anything with it.
unconscious.
Yeah, but it hasn't been working very well. Well, I'll throw it, and then after the throw, I'll dissipate it.
Okay. I'm going to teach you something about it.
16.
You chuck it at him, and it does stick in his chest.
Cool.
Like,
Wow.
it beds out the front, like, what? And instinctively you draw it back to you, but because you want to dissipate it, like, it just back into your hand, and then you just go with it, because you want it to. Roll your damage.
Is it exhausting you? Is that
Yes.
what it is?
Yeah, and it wasn't working very well before.
Oh, okay.
It's just, wait, 2 to 20?
2d6.
I'm assuming we're almost on our battle, so we're gonna start.
You have no idea.
6.
That would have
Well,
been so funny if you hadn't killed him.
yes!
Alright, how do you want to do this? Because Casey does that. How do you want to kill him?
Oh, that's how Matt Mercer does it too. Okay, so the blade sticks out of his chest, and then I
I
bring
mean,
it
you
back.
can change that.
Oh,
That was just
okay.
an idea that I had because it looks cool.
Okay. Okay.
We can all narrate it if we want.
Yeah. I'm gonna
I
start doing that.
Yeah.
like it.
How do you want to deal with the killing blow to this hell and horror?
I'd really like to just like focus and send the blade shooting straight through his ribs and like literally move it through him. And then have him
Like
just go
straight through?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then have him just go like this and then back.
Nice. So you gather up your magic and you throw it, and it doesn't twirl in the air. It goes straight
Oh, yeah.
like an arrow, and it goes right through him, and he just
And then it just dissipates.
and he looks down, and there's a tear in his shirt, and somehow there's shadow leaking from it,
Oh, cool.
and he just collapses and turns to
Yeah.
dust.
Wow.
He turns to
He's really old.
Wow, neat.
dang. Okay, somebody go get Trench.
Yeah, how far has he gotten?
Oh, not very far.
I thought that was gonna take a lot longer.
Well, thank
Cool.
you. It
Well,
took
you
long
should
enough.
You guys did great.
Yeah, that battle felt better. Of course, I did manage to do the best blow I can possibly do.
Yeah,
I
geez.
mean,
Heck yeah.
that was cool.
All right, battle's over.
All right.
Collect your things, do your stuff.
Electro Trench.
You have
My armor.
Yeah, Trench has been stabilized.
My
Not
armor.
Trench, you've been stabilized.
Yes.
Oh,
You've been
good.
stabilized by
Uranus.
Uranus.
So I'm still at 0 hit points and unconscious, but I'm stable.
You're at 1 hit point. You know what? Because I want to use this mini more. That was just there watching the whole time. It's
Cool.
just a little Zorba.
Alright.
What is it?
I don't know. It's just cute.
Just watching
It's
us?
just a beast.
All right.
Can I pet it?
You can try.
Okay, well she goes to pet it and then I go right after
It
Trench.
darts into the forest.
Aww.
Wait, come back. Oh.
Well, and you know what? Roll animal handling.
16.
All right, you can go pet it.
Yay!
Oh, you're on the opposite end of the field. Like yes.
Happy!
Oh, here I'll get you a good picture of it. It's just been watching for the past few minutes.
Oh, I don't have less than 14 hit points at full, do I?
No.
Okay, good. 'Cause- oh no, if the remaining damage equals or exceeds your hit point maximum, then you die.
Which would really suck. This is what you see.
No.
Oh, it's adorable!
Yes. Go and pet it.
Nice.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
Yay, I'm gonna go pet it.
Oh, cool! I just read what it does. That's really cool.
I won't regain consciousness until I gain hit points.
Ah, crap. Does anybody except him heal?
This is where the god can come in, you know.
No.
Oh.
I still need to teach you guys things.
Yes.
Alright, what's everybody doing?
Right after Trench.
Should be friendly
Okay.
Zorba.
I didn't run away. I just moved away so that I could, like,
I'm
not
busy.
be near that thing.
Alright, so you two meet up. What you want to talk about?
Get back into the clearing.
I have my armor. I'm good. It's my armor.
Okay, we're back.
I've stopped bleeding.
What was that all about? Why did that happen? I missed a lot of things.
What's wrong with you?
I phased out for a second.
Put on a magic ring.
Magic ring?
He panics easily.
No, I got
Like
armor.
an idiot.
You find a magic ring?
And
I
she
found
put
a
it
ring.
on.
May I see it?
Oh, you let him see it? There's also another one in her pouch.
I can see. I've activated this spell. I can
What?
see many magical objects.
What did
within
they
it.
do?
Why
What
did
they
you do that?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Just let me focus on it. I know exactly what they do. In a few minutes, he was focusing on the one that you're wearing, and this is what he tells you. He also looks at yours and he's like, I have never seen that before in my life. Where did you find that?
On a dinosaur.
Huh. It's kind of what I thought it was.
What did he
Do you
tell
want to
you?
know what it does?
Yeah.
What did he tell you?
Nothing.
What did you tell her, Ernest?
It's a magical ring. I feel like it's a business.
She put it on and hit
Can
possessed
you
her.
tell me about this one?
How does he know?
Ah. May I see?
He's a weird magic.
Have it back.
Yes.
They will kill you if you don't.
I'm aware.
How do you know what these things do?
I'm
Never mind,
casting-
I'm unconscious.
How do you know what these things do?
I've spent many years in this jungle, and I've been much of what I do is identifying many different things, including magical objects, because there are many in these jungles.
What does her ring do?
It does magic.
I love it.
Don't put it on yet.
Also, can I feed the Zorba?
Do you have food?
Like a ration that I have? A
Whoa!
small amount.
Dude!
I feel like we all deserve to know what these rings do.
I feel like you do too.
Miranda?
You. It's not my business to divulge. I feel bad.
She's not gonna tell us. She's an idiot.
I'm not sure who she's
I was
referring
about to
to.
say I'm going to tell you. I'm sorry. I meant Trench, not you.
Oh, okay, that's
Roll
fine.
another animal handling check with advantage.
18.
Alright, you put the food on the ground, it leans forward and start eating it. You daringly put some in your hand, it just kind of takes it and starts eating it. It seems to like you.
Yay! I'm in a friend.
Ooh, good shot, guy.
This one's cool.
Then put it on. You won't get it all.
Okay.
She's not gonna get the first one.
No, she won't.
This one is gonna be helpful.
What does it do?
Maybe we should have put that one on first.
This one?
What does it do?
Let me attack
So what's the plan, everybody?
Can I keep the Zorba?
So if I'm in the middle of a really big battle, I'll put it on. And then I can kill everything around me.
Including us?
Yeah.
Tell us what it does.
That's what I just said!
More specifically.
Well, this doesn't, you can't really say those words because it's the exact damage and it will just do a lot of damage to everybody around me.
What does the other one do?
It's just pretty. This one's gonna be great. We're gonna use it.
Mine is amazing.
What does it do?
My turn. Randis told me it's called the Ring of Fire Finger Guns.
I love it. I love it. I love this thing.
I can shoot one magic missile at a target, and I have to say some really extravagant words to be able to do it. So
Amazing.
Well then, this one's called the Ring of Wrath.
they're the most
What's the
magical
other one
words. There's no magic word better than pew pew.
I'm so excited.
That one was on the dinosaurs, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's the other ring called?
The Ring of Taking Gold. The Ring of Liking Gold.
Oh.
It's called the Ring of Wrath.
Yeah.
Obsession, maybe?
Close.
Just a guess. Was the best thing I could come up with.
Yeah. Do we have a plan?
Yeah,
Should we
supper.
just stay here for a bit?
Yeah, pause for supper, I think.
Go to the clearing.
Hmm?
Go to the clearing?
first? Should we make camp in this clearing or should we not?
I don't
you
think we're
feel
in a clearing, we're still in
uncomfortable
the swamp.
because
yeah, you're right.
there's a
That's
dead
the
person
swamp.
here, and there was a dead person here. Who knows what other undead people might be here? What dead people might be here? So you've just been like fidgeting with your bag for a little bit, and also playing with Zorbo, obviously. But you like take out this small little silver coin, and you just start playing with it. You feel a little better.
Interesting.
Is it a dead parent coin?
No, it's not a dead parent coin.
Is it my dead parents in my bag?
Can anybody heal me?
Dead.
I'm gonna like make a little bed for the Zorbo and then look
Aw.
myself.
It kind of just follows you wherever you go.
Yay! I am so happy. I'm gonna draw that when I get home.
You go over to Cleek over there. You kind of kneel down, and you feel like you could try to do something here.
Okay. I will try and heal. Somehow. Weird shadow magic heal.
Whoa. I may not want that. I don't
No,
know.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, I don't have a say in this. I'm unconscious, but interesting.
Yep, that's true. You've got no say in the matter.
I found it. What do you do?
Try and heal.
Okay. So you'll sit down. You saw him healing before, so you're just like put your hand, and it doesn't glow. It doesn't glow, but it absorbs the shadow. So
Okay.
it's still light, but it's the absence of shadow and not the creation of light.
Gotcha.
And you feel yourself healing 3 hit points.
Wow, neat.
Okay.
Okay.
That did take quite a bit out of you, though. You're kind of tired.
How much out of me does it have to take before I'm actually tired?
Well, I'm just saying. Okay, do you want to be meta here?
Yes.
The things when I say it takes a bit out of you, you're usually once per day.
Okay.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
There's a lot about you that we don't know.
Me too.
There's
I
much
wish I
mystery
could
to the
tell
animal.
you.
It's very little known. I haven't seen one in decades.
Well, thank you.
What?
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 An Asimov.
A what?
An Asimov.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I haven't seen one in decades. I've read maybe one book on
Well,
that.
then how'd you know, like, that's what I was? How'd you know? Like,
Well, your eyes turned black and there were ghostly skeletal wings coming from your back.
yeah, is that all you know about Asimars?
Pretty much. I know the Celestial. You're not from this Earth
Cool.
originally.
Well, that makes sense.
Asimals are typically either almost disgraced angels, or normal angels, or half angels.
Okay.
Okay, that's not weird.
Not nearly as powerful as the angel, but still half angel.
But manipulating shadow. That's interesting.
Yeah.
And most Asimals don't have black eyes or skeletal wings.
Really?
Typically, they're normal wings.
That's weird. That means I can't fly very well.
Yes.
We definitely need to do some more investigation.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm right, I can use Channel Divinity once a day, and I already used it to try and turn undead. So when I attempt my multi-healing to heal everybody around me, I don't think I can do that.
Channel what?
Channel Divinity.
I think I wrote down those words.
Oh, okay. Cleric gets that level, or gets that at 2nd level,
Okay.
and I don't believe you get multiple uses of it until later.
I just have to turn on dead.
Ah.
And who says that that's part of Channel Divinity?
Huh?
Who says?
Yeah, Channel Divinity, 1 per rest, and Divine Domain feature, whatever that is.
That's
Yeah, I know, I don't even know what that is.
because you haven't read Xanathan's Gate
Oh. Let's see. Somehow I healed a bunch of people around me. So it's a D8 cure wounds? Or is there a bonus to it?
Well, I guess you go into praying.
Yep.
You kind of try to set yourself up.
Yep.
You get into a good prayer position. You talk to your goddess Eldath. And the glow once again emanates from you, fills in a 30-foot circle.
Oh!
And everyone feels great. Everyone feels awesome.
Nice.
What's your wisdom?
I get +3. It's either 16
What?
or 17. Yeah. If you're using Channel Divinity Preserve Life,
It's not a domain thing, it's just a spell.
it's just a spell. Oh, okay. So it's a 2nd level spell.
Yes.
Oh, right. I was only looking at first level spells. I didn't know there was a second level healing spell.
There's like 8 level healing spells.
Oh,
Right there.
yeah.
And
Sure.
also, you should know that I got every spell I could from Xanathar's guide.
Oh. Alright then. Yeah, cleric spells, there's no second level healing spell. Oh wait, there's prayer of healing. Maybe that's it. I've never seen it before.
Well, now you have. Now you can pray your lives away. But again, you don't feel,
Yep,
you
that's
feel
it.
at peace. You all feel peaceful. You don't feel good, you don't feel bad, you feel peaceful.
Alright.
Peace. So let's all make camp here. Looks lovely enough. There's no statue anymore.
Is there enough solid ground?
Yeah, it's pretty solid where you guys were, because
Oh, okay.
that dude was lying there for a while. There's some nice plants. There's a Zorbo. Now,
It's my friend.
Purring away.
Zorbos are so cool.
Is he like my friend now?
He's following you. That's the best you got. You should know that while he was over here in the jungle, he was like near some trees. He kind of looked wooden. So if you hadn't just noticed him, he would have just looked like a stone carving or like a wood carving.
Neat.
And then he came out into the sun from the shadow of the tree, and it's sort of like he turned back into fur.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to keep him.
I guess we should probably, if we're camping, we should probably stop there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was gonna quickly just fix up camp. Cheating. I finally got to use some of my objects.
I know.
Dude, I still have 10.
We still have to survive the night, so.
Do you want
Yeah.
this back?
Bad.
Or do you want me to put it in my D&D bag?
You keep it. Right.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's really nice of you.
And this is why I have Aranus.
Thank you.
So he tells you what these things do.